Welcome back, chat. Welcome back. This is episode number 29 of the KeMedicine podcast. EnQi has been found guilty of charges. He has been sentenced 5,000 hours in the gulags with re-education training with Goldstein, and also banned from dealing with the hose of consciousness.
I can't believe we made them clean their image up. That was funny as hell.
They always pay attention. Everybody always pays attention. It's this solar ejaculation. Yeah, I saw that. EnQi, what was that about? It seems like Tazariak said something about a solar ejaculation.
No comment.
The right to remain silent. EnQi, do you want to play some tunes while I get my lab equipment on?
Lab equipment, sir?
Yeah, I have to get prepared.
You put PPE on.
My who?
PPE, personal protective equipment.
There you go.
It sounded plausible, didn't it?
Yeah, I had to ask him to say it again. I was like, I don't think
It sounded very plausible, not plausible.
Yeah, we got to transform it, Dr. Mufkazut.
All right, I think we have some exclusives. We have a brand new playlist for the debate I have coming up with Jabari.
Oh boy. So we're gonna get some tunes in here from Dr. EnQi. Some new exclusives before his last debate with the hose of consciousness.
The debate that you said you had no information on last week, by the way.
Perjury.
I didn't have any information on it last week.
Perjury.
So you got some this week. Okay, that's very convenient.
Perjury.
Just like how the government ain't shut down no more now, the Democrats got what they want.
But I did not predict that.
We should have predicted that this nonsense debate with you and Jabari was going to be back on next week.
No, I said that the Democrats was blackmailing the government, and after they got what they wanted, the government will be back.
And you blackmailed the court of Hotep Jesus, and now that you got what you wanted to get this debate with Jabari.
That is not a fact.
No, it's not a fact. Okay.
Lawrence said EnQi got more songs and books now.
That is a fact. We got like 800 songs.
That's crazy.
Oh.
We got like 800 songs.
Cue it up, DJ.
I'm trying to find the.
I see you making videos from now. These niggas got music videos. The Beatles got music videos now.
I know.
We don't hear nothing. When you hit share, did you turn the sound on?
Oh, yeah, I probably did.
Stop sharing and reshare and put the sound back on.
Okay. Oh man, I deleted the whole video. Okay, that probably wasn't the right way to do that.
The defense requests that this court immediately commute the sentence. If the court insists on punishing my client for intellectual generosity, then we demand a sentence that benefits the Hotep community, not one that wastes the defendant's talent. This boy Paul is good.
Woo! Let's go. So talk about where you was at Paul a little while ago. See, that's why we have to dismiss this whole thing, because the fact that
Sir, relax. Paul has already been dealt with. Relax.
Paul is.
What do you mean dealt with? Y'all done lock Paul up again.
He's locked up. He's in jail. Yeah.
This is wild. How is y'all locking up my defense? I just don't understand how y'all locking up my. This is wild. Y'all cannot lock up people's attorneys in court.
We absolutely can, and we will.
This is Hotepistan. We play by a different set of rules.
Right here, this is the Jesus music.
Echoes in the dark, standing waves of light. Christ on the wavelength, electromagnetic tide, subatomic whisper, the quantum's got reach. Catch me on the surf, riding waves at the beach. Mechanical resonance, my heart's in phase. Obstrolling shadows in the sign of days. Nature's cold crack, there was light in the breach. Feed your soul vitamins, knowledge out of reach. Standing on a fractal, infinite repeats. Wavelengths cross, the cosmic heartbeat. Books are the food, songs are the cure.
Resonance, mechanical waves in a riot. Standing on Christ, yeah, the math ain't quiet. Electromagnetic, subatomic collision. Atom split, now the quantum's my division. Surfing waves, call it quantum beach. I'm strolling, I don't practice what they preach. Sign of nature, cosign my scripture. There was light painted God's big picture. Ohm's law in the marrow, I feel it. Frequency's my armor, no Achilles in the spirit. Books are the food, songs are the vitamins. Books are the food, songs are the vitamins. Eat good, take your vitamins. Eat good, take your vitamins.
Hey, man, this brother's got 95 songs.
Standing waves on cracks, pulse in the ether. Electromagnetic whispers, subatomic preacher. Ops trolling and steady like a fail signal. Sign of nature, breath divine, the scriptural spindle. Holy breath, Holy Ghost, cardio on God. Heart beating in a rhythm where the cosmos nod.
Ye shall be as God.
You shall be as God.
Ye shall be as God.
Serve the drill resonance, current through the marrow. Eyes shall be open, sharp as Cupid's arrow. Feed your soul with the wavelength, manna from the sun. Echoes in the chamber where the holy work begun. Cardio on Christ, every pulse divine. Heartstring strung, tuned to the eternal vine.
Do you not know?
I love Dr. EnQi.
Do you not know? You not know. Do you not know that God's spirit dwells in you? Do you not know that God's spirit dwells in you?
Yeah, check the waveforms. Resonance builds where the spirit hums. Mechanical waves from the kingdom drums. Standing waves steady on Christ they align. Frequency eternal past the edge of time. Electromagnetic, subatomic spins. Spirit surfing currents where the light begins. Quantum beach vibes, sand like equations. Footprints in the fractals, infinite nations. Ops trolling shadows in the sign of nature. But the spark spit the dark holy nomenclature. Yeah, spirit dwells in you. Yeah, spirit dwells in you.
Yeah, God's spirit dwells in you.
Surfing waves where the cosmos breach. Ooh. Quantum beat sermons preach. Particles move, but the words stay still. Eternal foundation, the unshakable will.
You not know that God's spirit dwells in you.
Ooh, that joint is tough right there.
crashing, math happening, unseen magic. Mechanical resonance, the universe elastic. Standing still, but it's moving. Paradox tactic, subatomic secrets. The smallest things massive.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
Nature's own signature.
This nigga about to play the whole damn album and shit.
Well, this is just a playlist. It's only 100 songs in this playlist.
Only 100 songs. Like, that's normal.
Only.
The books are the
white
food.
man. Who's that white man in your videos?
The books are the food. The songs are the vitamins.
You're not listening. Who's that white man in your videos?
I plead the fifth.
Why are you pleading the fifth?
So that he's not implicated in any potential RICO investigations.
Who is that
are
white man in your
associated
video?
with philanthropic outreach programs.
Who's that white man in your video? Talking about weight.
Are you badgering the witness? At this
Yes, I am. I am badgering the witness.
Well, I would like to press charges on you for assaulting.
Renee said Baby Athena likes the music. Shout out to Baby Athena.
Shout out to Baby Athena, man. We got to reach out to the children, the adults. The adults are adulterated. I need the children to free Dr. EnQi. We need to get free Dr. EnQi shirts going.
You an adult, that means you adulterated too.
Facts. Dr. Mufkazet is here. That means we've got a lot of science to cover tonight. I hope y'all ready. We're going to just hop right into this first topic here. Let's see. China's making waves. Don't tell Uncle Hotep about this. He's an agent for the CCP. Heads up, China just used a woman's own stem cells to restore her insulin production after years of type 1 diabetes. She's now off insulin for over a year. It's been called a world first for this type of autologous stem cell therapy. Basically, they reprogrammed her cells into insulin-producing ones and transplanted them into her abdomen, not her pancreas, and they're working. Still early days, only one patient so far, and she was already on anti-rejection meds. But it's real science, not hype. Could be a major step toward long-term remission for type 1 diabetes. First things first, before we get into all of this diabetes stuff, what the hell is a stem cell? Because you got cells, and then now we got stem cells, and we got L cells, T cells. What's a stem cell?
A stem cell is so here's the thing. All of the cells in your body, they have all of the information in your body. Meaning that just because a cell is a lung cell or liver cell or whatever the case may be, it didn't start out that way. It had all the information required to become any type of cell. And when it still has that potential to differentiate into any type of cell, it's almost like a child. A child can grow up and be anybody. So a stem cell is a cell that can become any type of cell in your body.
So a cell that doesn't have a job yet.
You can look at it. It could be.
He's unemployed. He's unemployed.
I wouldn't say unemployed though. I would probably say like maybe young entrepreneur.
Okay. Freelance.
Well, yeah, maybe a trust fund baby then. Maybe we go with trust fund.
Stem cells, the trust fund baby. Looking for a way.
Trust fund baby.
I sent you the paper that it came from. It got published in Cell in October of last year. That was the first iteration of the paper.
Okay. I see it here. Transplantation of chemically induced pluripotent stem cell derived islets?
Islets.
Yeah.
The S is silent. Okay. Under abdominal anterior rectus sheath.
But here's the thing.
Wait, that sounds like it's going in your butt.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. She's going down, and her doctor needs to go to jail.
What?
Just saying.
What do you mean?
Remember, you don't see with your eyes or hear with your ears. You see and you hear with your mind. So if you don't know exactly what you're looking at, when you read that, what you just read, you miss the whole elephant sitting in the middle of the room.
Okay, what do you mean?
Tanei, what's the elephant sitting in the room from that paragraph that he just read?
I was going to ask you, what is the elephant sitting in the room? What are we?
No, I'm serious. You didn't.
I'm serious too. What are we
Okay,
looking for here?
go back to that. Go back to that paragraph.
Okay, transplantation of chemically induced pluripotent stem cell.
Just forward down. Just forward down to somewhere near the bottom.
Are you talking about your message?
What HJ was just reading.
That,
Forward down to somewhere near the bottom. Go ahead.
under abdominal anterior rectus sheath in a type 1 diabetes patient.
Okay, so they put her pancreatic cells
In her butt.
In the abdomen, yeah. Why
in
would
the
you put
abdomen.
them in the pancreas?
In the abdomen. And what else does it say with that? Because that's a part of the elephant in the room.
Anterior rectus sheath.
No, it says she was already doing what?
Anti-rejection meds.
She was already doing anti-rejection meds.
What does that mean?
That is
So she was already on medication that was trying to keep her body from rejecting a donated organ.
That is the elephant in the room.
Why is that the elephant in the room?
Okay, so you now that I identified the elephant, you want to Tanei?
Well, so part of the anti-rejection meds, from what I understand, they suppress basically your immune response. Because your immune system is what is detecting the foreign element that's inside of it. I don't know a lot about rejection meds and rejection therapy, but I do know that a lot of what keeps you healthy and keeps your body from rejecting things inside your body is recognition by your immune system. So I think those drugs are altering your immune function in some way to make sure that your body doesn't reject that organ.
Okay, so good, yeah. So to take it further, right? When they say, going back to what you just read, right? When they say she was already on anti-rejection meds,
Yeah.
right? So that implies that she already has some other situation where she has a foreign body part in her body that they put in there that they've suppressed her immune system for. So you have an HLA system, the human leukocyte antigen system in your body. The HLA system. What is happening, people? Come on. The HLA system in the human body is what recognizes you from the not you. What is this stuff y'all put in my drink?
It's moringa, man. That's what you asked for.
Fresh milk is it?
Oh, no. Actually, that is what it is.
Told you.
This is the sea moss out of the pot instead of blue magic. We done ran out of blue magic. I had to get sea moss out of the pot like a regular person. That's crazy.
I don't even know what that means either.
Man, I'm slumming it. That's what that means. I got regular sea moss in my cup. That is crazy. So let's take away, let's get rid of the idea. Let's get rid of the first problem because we don't even know what the first problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's take that off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just look at this for the greater population of people with type 1 diabetes.
Okay.
Right? Because that's how people are going to read this article, especially if they don't know any better. Remember, you don't see with your eyes or hear with your ears, you see and you hear with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll read that article and go, oh man, this lady just got cured of type 1 diabetes. This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even know enough to register the fact that they said you have to basically take anti-rejection meds for this thing to work, and probably for the rest of your life. Right? So you got to take, so you still, it's like
it's like back in the days in the neighborhood. They got blue tops of crack on this block and they got red tops over here. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealers is arguing over who you buying your drugs from. They not trying to get you to be drug free. They just are. So you done moved off of the diabetes drugs and now they done got you hooked on the anti-rejection drugs forever. You still on drugs forever. Um, potentially, right? But I would say the bigger problem is that you have to take anti-rejection drugs.
Yeah, that's not
Because
so when you have to go. I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, because what happens is, and I was explaining it to my bro, he's the one that sent me the article for me to comment earlier. He was like, yo, what is this all about? And I was like, well, the same way I said that I said to you just now. I said to him, I was like, "Well, fast forward to the bottom of that. That's where the action is at, right there. Once we get to the rejection, because every day your body has to deal with cancer cells, amongst other things. We can just fast forward to the larger problem. Every single day, your body, the average adult, wrestles with maybe a dozen different cancer cells being produced in your body. And your body is able to smoothly kill cancer every single day with pretty much the same amount of ease as you take out a garbage bag. So the same way you take out your garbage, your body kills cancer cells on a day-to-day basis. Now, once you start to turn off aspects of the immune system, that opens you up to a wide plethora of other complications and problems. So in my mind, I'm not even sure, which is the reason why they kind of added the disclaimer in there. I'm not sure if her lifespan has been increased by this procedure.
She's just a guinea pig at this point.
Well, people with type 1 diabetes, because people have been managing type 1 diabetes for so long, type 1 diabetes is really scary. We don't think of it as scary because as Black folks, we primarily wrestle with type 2 diabetes.
Right.
But type 1 diabetes, even though it's the same word diabetes, type 1 diabetes is way different than type 2 diabetes. And it's scary. People die in their sleep with type 1 diabetes.
Wow.
Type 1 diabetes is scary. It's a scary, scary thing. Yeah, type 1
It's something
diabetes.
that comes in childhood, right? Or something like that?
Originally, back in the days, that's how it was differentiated. You had the two simple classifications. You had childhood diabetes and you had adult diabetes. As more information came and we learned stuff, that kind of grew into type 1 diabetes, and then type 2 diabetes. And but that still evolved and grew, and now you have 3 different types of type 1 diabetes. You have childhood onset, adolescent, and adult onset. You know what I'm saying? So you can go through your life, get 30, 40 years old, and then bam, type 1 diabetes. And it's really just marked by being really insulin dependent because your pancreas can't produce, And so with that simple classification, even type 2 diabetics can become type 1 diabetics later on down the line. So it is scary though when your pancreas.
And type 1 is genetic?
The jury's still out on that. That's what it's classified as. Like if you look up the official word on it, it's that. But we dealing with the common ancestor problem with that, right? Because there's a trigger, and the trigger is unknown and unlocated.
So there's a lot. I'd probably say like in the past 15, 20 years, it may even be longer than that. There's a couple different theories that have come out. Some people think it's genetic. Some people think it's autoimmune. Some people think it's caused by viral infection. So there's a lot of different potential causes.
Well, no. The viral infection theory is an ad hoc to the genetic, because with the genetic, theory, they have to figure out a trigger, because people that have the genes that are looked at as being the cause of type 1 diabetes doesn't always work out the same way for everybody. Some people have those genes and never get the diabetes. So they were looking for a thing that triggers, and that was the part, the theory is that people are exposed to particular types of viruses, and those viruses then lead to a cascade, which, you know. But the point, what I'm saying is, to get back to that article, shutting down someone's immune system so that they can metabolize sugar is crazy. Like, that is wild right there. That is a wild exchange. That's a wild exchange. I will trade my immune system. I will gladly, how did Wimpy say for the burgers? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. I will gladly trade my immune system for processed sugar today. Something to that. Like, that is a wild trade-off. So that is not, to me, that's not necessarily something to be celebrated. Like, they removed her pancreas. They took stem cells and basically created a patch of pancreatic tissue somewhere in her stomach, or her abs rather, not her stomach, but somewhere in her abdomen. That's like, what's that word? The chimera? What's that
Chimera?
word?
Chimera?
Chimeric.
Where they make like the monsters, the mythic monsters. That's some that's some nasty work, if you ask me.
It's
Because
crazy because it's like
where they
you,
wait, where they put those cells, there's other cells that's already there, right? So wherever they put those cells, there's already cells there that do something totally different. So when you do that, you're changing. It's not just like you're putting cells somewhere. It's not like your house. Like, I could take this lamp from here and move it over here, and I'm just moving the lamp. Everything in the body also has architecture, is associated with the function. So you can't move the lamp without changing how the entire room, like, it's, yeah, it's
So it's
wild.
going to affect the cells around it.
Absolutely. It's going to totally affect the cells around it. It's going to start to send the wrong instructions to the satellite cells possibly around there, because remember, your body's got to replace cells every day. So instead of just getting the signals from the cells that are there, now there's a new communication because there's a new type of cell there. And then you're suppressing the immune system to try to, so that the immune system doesn't recognize that the cells shouldn't, like, I don't know, there's a lot. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But I would say the top two things would be cancer or autoimmune disease.
Or what you expect to happen following this procedure.
Correct.
And Tanei, what were you saying?
I mean, basically the same thing. When you decrease the activity of your immune system, you decrease the ability to fight off not only things that are going on in your body, but then foreign pathogens. So you'll get bacterial infections easier, you'll get fungal infections easier, and they'll be able to evade the immune sensing and your innate immunity, and then they'll be able to proliferate and they'll cause more problems too. So it's a lot going on, especially in like the hospital environment. That's where all your multi-drug resistant bugs are. So that's where the bugs that don't respond to any of the drugs are. And those are the worst infections to get because they don't respond to anything.
That's the scary, yeah. That's the nasty work. That's a scary place.
So how do you find stem cells in the body? Are they in a certain place? Are they everywhere? How do you draw them out of the body and then identify them?
Oh yeah, they all over. I mean, they're not necessarily all over, but it depends on what type of stem cells.
Oh, so we
So
have different
that's
types
the
of
other
stem
thing.
cells. Okay.
Yeah, so you have different types of stem cells. I mean, people that exercise work with stem cells all the time because that's what helps your muscles to develop. You have satellite cells, which are stem cells for the muscles, so that your muscles can grow and do their thing and donate nuclei to the existing nuclei in the muscle tissue, and your muscle grows. But I would think probably from her bone marrow, maybe. They probably extracted from her bone marrow, which is probably the purest available source. Or maybe they went to the JJ. I don't know. I would probably think the bone marrow though.
They got stem cells in the coochie juice.
Every month they're releasing some into the trash.
Oh, really? The
It's a
cycle
very
has the stem cells in there.
it's a very rich source.
Is that coming from the ovum?
The lining of
The lining of the
interior
ovum.
lining. Yeah.
Oh
But
shit.
no, I think probably the bone marrow. I might be trolling. We're not gynecologists.
Tanei,
Yeah,
do you
but
have stem cells at your facility? Do you guys
No,
deal with those?
no, we don't work with stem cells.
why are
No.
you
Okay.
trying to send Tanai to prison? What is
I'm
you
just
doing?
asking it. I just want to know if he has, have you worked with stem
No.
cells? Or
Okay, so
No,
let me say this. Let me say this for HJ get somebody locked up. Listen,
I didn't say
cells
nothing that time.
stem cells are not exactly fully legal.
Really?
Researching stem cells is not exactly fully legal either. Like
What?
the area of stem cell research is the fuzziest, most grayest area of science I think to ever exist.
Is that true, Tanei?
I do not have a lot of experience in this, so I cannot say one way or the other. One thing I can say is that any kind of cell line that I've ever worked with personally has either been bacterial, fungal, or cancer.
Oh wow. So you worked with cancer cells before.
I actually worked with HeLa cells before. HeLa cells are really important to doing a
You
lot
pulled that
of
right out
the
of my
in vivo
mind, I feel like.
stuff. Really, you think about that? Yeah,
No,
a
I
lot
was
of
just
the
getting ready to tell HJ to that in
You
his
talking about
house.
Henrietta Lacks, right?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
getting ready to tell you that in your house you should have every black parent should have the Henrietta Lacks book in their house for their children. I think that is a must-have book. You must read that book.
Yeah, I work with
Yeah.
HeLa cells, T24, bladder cancer cells, different fungal cells, so like Saccharomyces, Candida,
Mm.
and I've also worked with or some stuff when I was in undergrad. I can't remember what exactly it was some kind of bacterial strain. Oh, it was E. coli. I worked with E. coli too.
Keisha said it makes me mad that they take your baby's stem cells when they are born and then try to charge you for them. What? That's a thing?
Keisha's on the mufkazut.
I think she's talking about
Clearly she pressed one. Clearly she pressed one and shut down the kick live with all that one pressing. All you one pressers messed up the video. That's good for you. The netches in my vessels will hesitate to test you.
She's talking about the stem cells that are in the I'm pretty sure she's talking about like in the placenta and the umbilical cord.
Oh, and they try to charge you for the disposal of those.
The disposal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but that's only if you go in there uninformed. We used to do classes on that. You have the right to leave there with all your tissue. The only thing that you need to do when you're going into the hospital to have your baby, the only thing you have to do, first of all, you have to read the papers. This is the most important thing. When you come into the hospital, in the intake, they have you sign anywhere from like 5 to 10 papers before you get through there. You have to read those papers. In those papers, you may or may not be signing over rights to your tissue. Now, they will present the conversation to you if you question them, like they're disposing, blah, 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 blah. But that stuff is worth money. That stuff is worth money. This is another reason why I was saying a few minutes ago that everybody should read that Henrietta Lacks story. They done generated more money than Elon Musk got off of Henrietta Lacks tissue, and her family. Her family was struggling like every other black family. You got people making millions, billions of dollars off of your cell line, and you might be paying. You might have to. Your family might get buried in the cardboard box because y'all ain't got no money to bury them. Meanwhile, folks making millions, and like it's just crazy. So yeah, you got to know like your tissues can be worth something. But when you go in the hospital, just watch what you're signing. Read those things. It's a contract negotiation. You know what I'm saying? So you can put a line through it and say, I don't agree to that, and still sign or put your initials there. And you have to come to the hospital with the proper container so you can leave with your stuff. I left with the placentas for my babies from the hospital always. You just got to go there with the right type of container so you can, because that's what they're going to ask you. Do you have a bio-safe container? And I always be like, yep, right here in the backpack. Yep, got that. Oh, how'd you know that you needed to bring that? Don't you worry about that.
So what'd you do with it when you took it home? Did you put it in a smoothie or something, or what do you do with it?
Absolutely, we did. We definitely did not practice any of the cannibal rituals that are suggested by the doctors and nurses. The doctors and nurses have plenty of cannibal vampire rituals that they'll suggest.
Because they put it in the
women.
Pepsi, so I figured.
No, they tell the women right there oh, that's great for your hair and nails. I mean, if you're missing any nutrients, just go ahead and some hospitals offer to put some placenta in capsules for them, like on the spot. Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some Dracula shit going on in the hospital.
But no, you can just, do a little ritual and bury the placenta.
No, okay. So you're just going to bury it.
You should, or unless you're gonna do some cryo future saving of, if you depends on what kind of money you got. You might.
So why'd you take the placenta if you just go and bury it?
Well, for me, it was more about not letting people have their way with my cells. Again, read that Henrietta Lacks book.
Don't let them have your cell line.
Well, the thing is,
they could clone your ass.
No, I wouldn't even.
Then you be on Hoes of Consciousness and KeMedicine at the same time.
He was like that. Don't give him no idea.
I knew it was coming. No, what I'm saying is because they could probably do that from a variety of spaces. Anyway, somebody like me or you, cloning is the last thing we have to worry about, because you can be cloned. Your mind could be cloned from all of the content that you have up.
No, sir.
Yeah, your mind could definitely be cloned.
I have a special mind, and my mind cannot be cloned.
Well, it can't be duplicated.
Okay.
But they can definitely make a AI Hotep Jesus.
They can try their best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they'll come up with a pretty good one. It'll probably be pretty entertaining.
But could they clone me, the individual, the person, like they cloned Tyrone?
No, they could never. Well, they cloned Tyrone. That's a difference.
They
said they clone you or clone you like Tyrone. Because see, like Tyrone is very glitchy, but still they got it done.
Because they said they cloned Tom Brady.
Well, okay. So
did you hear about that?
Back to stem cells. Back to stem cells.
I see. Oh, he cloned his dog.
He cloned his dog, yo.
Oh,
Back to stem cells. This is what happens when people are going through mass withdrawals together. You done induced all of the drug addicts to quit their drugs at the same time. So you have hundreds of people that are now going through withdrawals at the same time.
It was cool too. I was watching a documentary about the birthing process, and like a lot of the birthing centers now will, because their process is completely different. Like, people have to understand, when you go into the Western medical system, like a lot of those doctors, they're trained in surgery. The first thing they want to do is start cutting shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of people go into the hospital and end up getting C-sections when they actually don't need them, because they're rushing the birth process. Like, birth is, you're not supposed to be, strapped down to a table, given all kind of drugs and, numbing the childbirth process. Like, you go to the birthing centers, they actually allow you, as much time to get through the natural birth cycle as you actually need. And they're not in a rush to, kick you out afterwards. They have aftercare and all those things. So
there's still some Margaret Sanger. There's still some vestiges of Margaret Sanger's doctrine floating around in the medical institutions. So,
like what?
Well,
because that's the Negro killer. That Margaret Sanger's the Negro killer.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so what happens is with each C-section you have a higher risk of not having a healthy delivery or baby, or maybe not even being able to have a baby in the future.
Mm.
Whereas when you have a natural childbirth, that makes all of your future deliveries easier. And you
Mm.
have a higher potential to have a safe, healthy baby each time.
Is that
Each
because you're
time
cutting
you,
open the uterus?
well, not just necessarily cutting it open, but so you have bands. So depending on whether they cut against the bands or with the bands determines how the uterus is going to heal up afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a woman's uterus, her whole womb, her midsection, let's say midsection. It takes her trunk, I would say 6 to 12 months, maybe even 2 years to go back to normal. Because there's a
Mm.
full transformation that's happening, like Decepticons and like a transformer, like a woman's insides have to transform in order to facilitate a baby and then a natural delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while for her body to go back to normal, which includes all of the normal processes, breastfeeding and all of those things. So um, the C-section definitely alters the healing process and the natural body systems from being able to just go back to normal. And then you have places now where you can't put pressure. And then you have scarification, so you have dead tissue where there's no more elasticity. So there's a lot of things that change with C-section.
Mm.
The other thing too about C sections too is that your child when they come out via C section they lose part of their immunity. So the baby traveling through the birth canal, you have to think too that they're traveling through an area that has a diverse group of microbes, right? So they're coming into contact with the mom's local microflora, and so that will train the baby's immune system as he comes out of the vaginal canal. So you get some of the part of the vaginal microbiome. You also get some of the digestive microbiome too. And so that trains your baby's immune system to recognize beneficial bacteria versus harmful bacteria.
Mm.
So when you don't come out of that environment, you have to think. So if you're not coming out through the vaginal environment, you're coming out through a mostly sterile environment. And we were just talking about how the bugs that are in the hospital are resistant to more drugs. So now you're being trained against bacteria that are really sturdy to most environmental things, and so your body's going to respond to them in a different way. So it changes a lot about your child's immunity if you have a C-section versus having a natural birth.
So eating coochie juice is healthy then, depending on the microflora diversity. Is that safe to
How
say?
is it that I'm the only one that it seems to be brought up on charges when
This is
type of
science.
behavior is going on? This is crazy. Where are all the one pressers when you need them? I mean, this is outrageous.
It's a good question. People want to know. They want to know.
Babies cannot eat coochie juice.
We're not talking about the babies.
The babies have the missing immune system.
If the babies is getting some of the microflora, why I can't get none of the microflora?
The babies are not getting the microflora. The babies are having their immune system suppressed so that they can grow up and go to prison. That's what they're going to jail. HJ is what we're trying to say. These little knuckers have a suppressed immune system, which leads to, in many cases, a underdeveloped neurovascular system. So their brain doesn't reach full development. So they're not able to articulate themselves. That they have a higher propensity to violence, and they get grouped in the hood. They don't get the college education. And then when you have people like Dr. EnQi trying to get out into the community and do the philanthropic work and reach all these C-section babies. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to reach these C-section babies because these C-section babies grow up to be community scholars and students of community scholars.
That's what the C stands for. It's community scholars.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
So you saying I can't get an immunity boost from eating coochie?
Well, it depends on the coochie.
Oh, So
I went out with. Listen, I did. So back in the days, I um I went out on the road with Abundance Child. Right. This is back when people started this whole, black woman is God push. And I was the one saying that is ridiculous. The black woman is not God. That's not a real thing. I need y'all to knock it off. Right. And so, well, I mean, listen, the record speaks for itself, right? All of the people that said the black woman is God, they basically enslaved the black woman. I'm the only one that went against that, but yet I went out on the road. Listen, I went out on the road.
The black woman, yeah.
I went out on the road with a black woman, and I opened up for her so that she could be the primary speaker at all of our engagements. So for me, I was elevating the black woman instead of whatever that thing was that they were calling, the conscious pimpery, that, whatever. So while we was out on the road, we was promoting breastfeeding. That was one of the main things we were promoting, Abundance and I. Breastfeeding. And we made a whole thing of it. We got a lot of people to start changing their how they viewed, breast milk versus can and box stuff and all of this stuff. And we talked about some of the ingredients. I had a lecture in Texas with somebody attempted to run in there with an AK-47. It was a whole nother mess. And but I was doing the vegan babies lecture. Imagine somebody trying to run into a vegan babies lecture with an AK-47 to shoot it up.
So what happened?
We finished class. I'm from the 158th Street in the Bronx. What you think?
So you beat them up?
Well, the gentleman. Anyway,
what is a good? That was a good story. We want to know what happened with the AK. Is the stem cells on the AK?
Me and Abundance were on the road, and we were trying to raise awareness for breast milk. Okay, we were trying to raise. That guy with the AK-47 is a student of community scholars, and this is why I know there's time that has to be dedicated to training and teaching these people so that they don't become violent Neanderthal knuckle draggers. So we were raising the awareness with the breast milk.
Okay.
And later on, I realized after we had got so many folks, active, that there was still a lot of women that, okay, boom, because one of the benefits of breastfeeding is like, the breast milk is free. Like you don't pay for it. But, there was a lot of like Newports, Pepsis, value meal number 2 and whoop. So I was like, okay, we have to go back and redo this, because the breast milk is like your body is almost like a blender. Your body's almost like a blender. When you're a mom and you're breastfeeding, your body is a blender. So what you put into the blender is what you smoothie up and pour out of the blender. So if you put, you know what I'm saying?
Newports and Pepsi, and
that's what's coming out of the breast, basically. You know what I'm saying? So if you put, some salad and some whoop, and I put some time into the study and really put a dent in it in terms of I had women analyzing breast milk. We could see the colors in the pigments, right? Eating a lot of greens, the breast milk started to come out green, and the reds and all that stuff. We could see it in the breast milk. So yeah, it's a bottom line is back to the coochie eating, right? So
now you got my attention.
It depends on what she's putting in the blender when you decide to drink that smoothie.
You don't want to eat black and mild coochie.
Well, also the thing is with relationships, right? Because in relationships, and I used to talk to people about this, people trying to switch over their diet, right? A lot of times you'll have one person that wants to go vegan.
Right.
And I'm like, well, technically, depending on what type of sex y'all have, you might not be capable of going vegan. Yeah. So say for instance, there's a sister, she's maybe married or she's in a stable relationship, whatever, and she wants to go vegan, right? And she says, well, I'm gonna stop eating meat. Now the husband or the man says, well, I'm not giving up this, that, and the other. Okay, boom. Now she stops eating meat. But, she has milkshakes from her husband. All right, let's just get back to something wholesome and natural. I just think we should just go a different direction. Let's just go somewhere else with this. I've already been convicted of various charges, so
Milkshakes bring the candida to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
The candida is crazy and kind of
That was wild. Yeah, that was wild. Milkshakes bring candida to the yard.
Listen, Dr. Mufka's be knowing some shit.
Come on now. Huh? I'm wicked with this science shit, nigga. Huh?
Did you notice that over the last couple of weeks, he's developed a style with his glasses after that overheating debacle?
You got to. Them joints over.
Now he got to lean to the side. Now he got them joints over leaning to the side. Now,
yeah, you got to vent them. You got to vent them joints, man. You be them fogged up in case you shit.
You remember when we used to rock the goggles in high school, tilt them to the side?
Come on now, with the pilot jacket. Come on now.
Yeah. Tell him, Glam, it's fashion. Yeah, it's just science couture.
Science chic.
Yeah. Got them joints on like ski goggles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the style. Reason 101 why I don't like milk or pork. You on that mufkazut though.
And you probably pressed number 1.
Huh?
I'll never forgive y'all one pressers.
What does mufkazut do to the microflora in a woman's canal? Is there going to be any effects there? It's going to be good? It's going to be bad?
First of all, seeing as Phil Valentine identified the mufkazut as a mixture of powdered cocaine and crack with ancient gold residues, I don't think there's any studies that have been published.
Phil nasty for that. I'm still not over that. Phil is insane for that.
No, this is what I'm saying. I have to be able to continue to do the work in the community where the people are impacted by such lessons going out in mass.
I know Keisha wilded out because Lauren talked her out. It take a lot for Lauren to time out Keisha.
Lauren can't definitely be flying for Keisha. If Keisha get timed out by Lauren, she definitely deserves it.
She talking about my shit still tastes good though. TMI, Keisha. TMI.
Keisha is tasting her own for JJ, which is very interesting.
It could be efficacious.
She's trying to train her immune system.
All right.
How did we get here? What was we talking about?
You're the culprit. You took us right here. You took us right here. I was trying to talk about diabetes.
Went off on this exit. You definitely was driving down the highway and you saw fuckery to the right and you just veered right on over into the right.
That is a fact. Fuckery to the right. I like that. That is exactly it. We were somewhere in between diabetes and C-sections and healthy stem cells and children, and somehow eating coochie. Yeah, eating coochie.
All right, Mr. Milkshake.
I was just elaborating on various points that could substantiate and support.
You pulled into a cul-de-sac or two.
I saw your lights flashing on the side of the road, and I've decided to help. I seen a community member in trouble.
Efficacious alchemist. Lauren, can you work on the vocabulary in the chat? We got to do something about this. We got to get more reading in. We do not want community scholars. We do not want more community scholars. Efficacious, that means it was
There's
effective.
only one way to stop that, sir.
It's not going on a hose.
on hose of consciousness.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is educating the
Stop it.
community students. Because if I'm not there, then they're being educated by Unc. I mean, come on, what are we doing?
That's a them problem. Like,
That
That is not a them problem.
Yes, it is. You got.
That is not a them problem, because they are going to be in the neighborhood, and one of their sons could possibly marry one of your daughters, and it can be crazy.
Did y'all see Krishan Rock, baby?
Now think about, then stop right there. Hold on. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, where were you, HJ, when I needed you? Where was this HJ when I needed you? See, this is what I needed you to bring up during the trial. I needed you to bring up Chris and Rock. I needed you to bring up their because those are the students of the community scholars. Those are the children of the community scholars, and that is exactly what we're fighting with our philanthropic efforts in the community. That's what we're fighting.
Absolutely not. No.
Damn it, HJ, where were you when I needed you? That is what I'm talking about.
Nobody from that camp will ever digest.
You abandoned me with your convenient activism.
Charleston White called it. That was crazy too. It was very accurate what he said was gonna happen, and it actually happened. I don't think that's Blueface Baby, but I don't care enough to really.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't. That baby does not look like Blueface.
Shout out Max B, released from prison.
That baby looked like Corky Baby. That's what that baby looked like.
I don't know what the other. I can think her other boyfriend name was like Ronnie or some shit. He looked like
Wave is loose.
He don't look like Blueface.
Something wrong with that baby. I know it's got
something is absolutely wrong with that baby. So people like obviously yes, she was like smoking, drinking, popping pills like during her pregnancy or whatever. And I just thought it was genetics at first because a lot of people said that the baby had Cri-du-Chat syndrome. But I saw a really clear video the other day, and when it went still, you can see how the baby's face is flattened out. And I'm like, yeah, that baby got fetal alcohol syndrome, 100%.
Fetal alcohol syndrome?
100%. You can see it. You literally can see it in the baby's face. It's real sad.
I think we got to lock her up. She got to go to jail.
She deserves to be locked up. So there's actually a theory out now that she might be a fed.
A what?
She might be a fed. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense.
Wait, what?
Because how does she keep getting away with, fighting people on camera? Everybody can see that the baby got obvious signs of like fetal alcohol syndrome, and CPS did not step in at all.
And Blueface going to jail. Oh shit!
I could definitely see it, but
so you saying that she's an operative with WAC 100, and WAC 100 is running a unit of operatives
in the
community?
I said she might be a fed.
No, I'm just saying. Are you implicating WAC 100 as being?
You see how you trying to put words in my mouth?
I'm asking you a question. If you're saying that WAC 100. No, I'm just saying.
I don't know how she's associated. I literally said she might be a fit. I heard this.
Crazy.
That's it. What's crazy is you trying to bring it other people to the conversation.
Shout out to the folks that finally canceled the Tank Davis fight.
Did that get canceled?
Listen, it looks like Tank Davis has been on the Mufkazut for quite some time.
A long time. It's sad. Very sad.
So what happened?
I think that the zesty videos of him dancing in his drawers caught up to him.
Not only that, him threatening him running out on tabs and people having to run him down to get money. It's just embarrassing. It's very sad.
Oh Lord.
Well, I think it starts with those tricky videos.
Yikes. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it starts with the tricky videos because he did those videos in his own kitchen and posted on the internet.
I ain't seen them videos. You be finding some zesty content. How you find all this stuff?
All the zest. His algorithm is zesty.
Like, how do you find this stuff?
Because I'm a very active parent. And I have to.
Yeah, that was Adrian Broner that ran out on the tab, right? I thought it was Adrian.
Oh, yeah, Adrian Broner. Yeah.
See that? As I have to do a lot of screening. I have to do a lot of screening to make sure that the screen time that my children do get. There's a lot going on out there in the community. And when you're on the front lines in the community,
shit, Adrian Broner on that book was up too. Shit.
Yeah,
Adrian Broner is.
I got an Adrian Broner story.
Oh man,
I met him once. It was crazy.
I gotta hear this.
Did you meet him in the rehab clinic?
No, this is when he was a champion.
Okay, so this is when he was earning enough money so that people didn't see his addictions.
Yeah. I was filming content. This is back when I worked for 50. So I was filming content because we sponsored an event and he was there. And I filmed something and he was like, I need you to erase that. And I was like, yes, sir, champ. Absolutely. I'll delete it right now. You get rid of that clip right now. But I caught him in the act. Yeah. While he was holding the belt. Yeah. He was a tenor. Yeah.
You caught him in the act of what?
Well, that's going to have to be told in person. I don't want to ruin his chances of getting back in the ring. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't like he was doing crack or anything like that. He just wasn't supposed to be doing something while he was champ. Yeah. But you didn't hear that from me, though.
In other words, he definitely would have failed.
Well, technically, we didn't hear it from you because you ain't tell us nothing. You just said you were a witness to a unidentified criminal. A criminal activity.
It was
that may
not
be
criminal.
Really criminal.
It was not criminal. There was no criminal.
We have to be the judge of that. We don't know what you're talking about.
It was not criminal.
And since you were a witness, you going down on the RICO. You're going to jail, AJ. You was there and you participated. You covered up the evidence. What are we talking about? You had evidence and you erased it.
There was no criminal
activity. Did you get paid
activity.
for erasing that evidence?
There was no criminal activity. I did not get paid.
We don't know that. We need to see the video so we can evaluate it ourselves.
Y'all be meeting degenerates. That's crazy.
Kevin Durant was there.
Wow. And y'all talk about me snitching. This is crazy. Now Kevin Durant did not deserve his name to be associated with Adrian Broner at this late stage in his career for any reason at all.
I'm just saying who was in the building.
Okay, clean it up. Go ahead and clean it up.
There was a lot of people, a lot of celebrities in the building that night.
Okay.
Back
to name dropping. Go ahead, snitch.
Scientists discover.
Huh? There we go. Scientists discover now. Now we back to science. Scientists discover dropping dime on Negroes.
Name dropping. So we had a seminar speaker last week who was actually a postdoc for a Nobel laureate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when I was in grad school, like I said, I did a lot of work with like possible anostic and all that.
Segue was crazy. Did this Nobel laureate snort a line in the bathroom?
Sir, do not sully my wife.
I'm just saying, how did you segue from this criminal?
Listen, do not implicate my white colleague in this. They have nothing to do with anything.
That's why I'm asking you. No. That's why I'm asking you. Listen. You have sullied the colleague potentially by linking them to Adrian Broner and Kevin Durant's illicit drug use with AJ.
There was no drug use.
Name dropping. Name dropping is crazy. Different.
This is crazy.
Stop it.
There was no drug use, chat. There was no drug use.
No drug use.
Oh, please. The chat's involved. The chat is full of one pressers. The chat is full of one pressers. Take them down.
So, I don't know if anybody is aware of. So the Nobel Prize winner from 2023 in chemistry. Her name's Carolyn Bertozzi. So she's kind of like the pioneer of, bioorthogonal chemistry and chemical biology. So one guy that was a postdoc in her lab at the time that I was in grad school ended up inviting him down for a seminar. He came down last week. It was pretty good. And it was just interesting because like we never actually met each other before. But when you get in certain circles and if there's anybody that you're interested in their research, you can literally just email and be like, hey, so I'm interested in your research, you want to come down for a seminar? He was like, absolutely. So he came down and gave a pretty good talk, and then like we went and had food and stuff afterwards, and then I took him out. So Memphis has
Took him to a strip club.
Memphis apparently has the most haunted bar in the US. It's called Ernestine and Hazel's. Yeah. So there's like a lot of like interesting lore in Memphis. So I took him to Ernestine and Hazel's. We had a pretty good time. But yeah, it was interesting to be around somebody that has been around a Nobel Prize winner, because he was in her lab around the time where everybody kind of predicted that she was going to get a Nobel Prize, right? Because like when you look at the people that have won it in the past, it's like you kind of know, like when you see some of their research like pop up in papers, like if it pops up in Science or if it pops up in Nature, and they keep getting recognition through that, keep getting invited to stuff, and it's just like, yeah, it's kind of like a matter of time before this person wins the Nobel Prize. And so I kind of asked him about like what was going on, and he was like, yeah, like in the lab you just knew, because she has like I think at the time her lab had like 40 people in it, and that's really big for academic lab. You got like 10 postdocs, 20 grads, 10 undergrads, all trying to get like clout off your name, right? So it was just really interesting hearing him talk about it. He was like, yeah, there was like this weird energy where everybody just knew she was going to get a Nobel Prize, and you just keep going to work every day and you keep doing what you're supposed to do, but like you see her, but is a lot of people think that people that win Nobel Prizes, when they do it because they're like really hard on their students, and he was like, yeah, she's the complete opposite. She's really approachable, but you just didn't see her a lot. But if you ever asked her a question, she would always stop whatever she was doing and like give you her full undivided attention. And so I thought that was really cool. Like you don't get to talk to people like that every day. You don't get to interact with people. It's like somebody that knows somebody that won a Nobel Prize, let alone somebody that's actually won one.
Shout out to Tanei, meeting Nobel Prize winners. Tanei about to get one of them shits one of these days too. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll take a couple humble awards. I don't have to get a Nobel Prize. I'll take a couple humble ones.
We're gonna make sure it happens. I'm gonna make some phone calls.
I've definitely been expecting my Nobel phone call for the last 10 years. Clearly sending those phone calls to the wrong numbers.
No, they're not. They see what you do with the community scholars. They know exactly that you need to be sent to voicemail.
That's exactly. First of all, I wasn't calling them; they was calling me. That's exactly where the work is needed in the community, sir.
Scientists discover universal law limiting organism growth. Says here, researchers at Tokyo's Earth Life Science Institute have discovered a fundamental biological principle explaining why organisms cannot grow infinitely faster even when nutrients become abundant, a puzzle that has perplexed biologists for decades. The breakthrough, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in October and announced this week, introduces the global constraint principle, a mathematical framework that unifies two classical growth laws into a single comprehensive theory.
I was about to say that's not new.
The principle explains the widespread phenomenon known as the law of diminishing returns, where each additional nutrient provides progressively smaller benefits to growth, uniting classic biological laws. Specially appointed associate professor Tetsudio, I don't know, it's some anime name, of the Earth Life Science Institute, and Riken special postdoctoral researcher Jumpy Yamagishi, developed a theory by reconciling the monad equation formulated in the 1940s to describe microbial growth with Liebig's law of the minimum, an 1840s principle stating that plant growth is limited by the scarcest nutrient. Interesting.
People are getting too much money. That's what this means.
The traditional monad equation assumes a single nutrient or biochemical reaction limits growth at any time. However, cells simultaneously perform thousands of chemical processes competing for finite resources. Instead of a single bottleneck, cellular growth is shaped by a complex network of limitations that interact to slow growth as nutrients accumulate, according to researchers. The team developed what they call a terraced barrel model, where different limiting factors, enzyme availability, cell volume, and membrane capacity activate sequentially as nutrient levels increase. Hatakeyama compares this to an updated version of Liebig's famous barrel analogy. In our model, the barrel staves spread out in steps, each step representing a new limiting factor that becomes active in the cell's growth, validating through computer simulations. Using constraint-based modeling with large-scale computer simulations, Escherichia coli, this is E. coli bacteria, the team confirmed their predictions matched laboratory experiments. The simulations incorporated protein utilization, cellular density, and membrane physical limits, accurately predicting how oxygen and nitrogen levels affect growth patterns. The shape of growth curves emerges directly from the physics of resource allocation inside cells rather than depending on any particular biochemical reaction. Broad applications expected. The discovery may improve microbial production and biotechnology, optimize crop yield through better nutrient management, and enhance ecosystem response predictions to climate change. By understanding the limits that apply to all living organisms, we can better predict how cells, ecosystems, and even entire biospheres respond to changing environments, Yamagishi noted. The research represents a step toward universal
Population
laws
control
of growth applicable across all life forms, from microbes to complex organisms. Okay, what did I just read? What?
You just read the next doctrine for population control. Remember, those people over there are the ones with the limited baby. Listen, you read population control. Okay, that's the blueprint for the next version. They're gonna start. They done created a mathematical formula to curtail the growth of you. What they call the hyper producers? Yeah, you folks with 3, 4, 5, 10 children. We got you. We got your number.
That's
Go
you,
ahead.
ain't it?
Go ahead and order you some of that food. Go get you a slice of pizza or something. That mystery sauce gonna be very interesting.
So wait, what happened? I don't understand.
So that paper is really interesting because, like, I feel like that's something that anybody that does basic research in that involves any kind of cell growth can kind of notice that when you flush an environment with the needed nutrients for cell growth, it doesn't necessarily make cell growth go faster beyond a certain point
That's
because
what I'm saying. That's
you have a
old.
bottleneck. Hold on, wait. Because you have a bottleneck of a lot of different limiting factors, how certain signaling cascades get turned on, how certain enzymes work, the maximum rate that enzymes can actually metabolize reactions. So, and that's when you look at like growth curves. So, like, when you look at a classic growth curve for something like Saccharomyces or Candida, whatever, you start off in what you call a log phase, and then the log phase is fairly flat. You don't have a lot of growth, and then it starts to pick up, and then it goes into the log phase. And the log phase is where you see logarithmic exponential growth, but then it goes back into a lag phase.
Flattens
And
out.
you have all the same nutrients around, you have all of the same things that you had around in the log phase, but the cells stop growing. So that has to tell you that it's responding to what is in the environment. Also, it's responding to the signals that the other cells are putting out too. So it's basically saying, okay, all of the available nutrients are here, but we're not going to grow anymore because we don't need to. So, I mean, I feel like that's something that you kind of
There's
see
also
when you do
program
those
cycles.
experiments.
Yeah, there's also program cycles. So the program cycles have an impact as well. But that's old information. I'm just saying that's why I'm saying they just put them two. They didn't put two pre-existing laws together so that they can come up with a blueprint, a scientific blueprint at that, on how to control population growth. That is interesting.
Yeah, the simulations were that like them actually making an equation and doing simulations that matched, what they went in the lab and did is really interesting because that's what a lot of theoretical chemistry does is that you try to model a system inside a computer, you write equations for what you think is going to happen based on what you observe, and then you actually go do it in the lab to prove whether or not the equation works. And them putting that simulation together and it actually like matching what they put in the simulation, that's kind of scary.
Somebody should have went to jail.
Being able to predict how populations will respond to things that you put in the environment and being able to limit growth based on that is very, very interesting.
So why you say this population control, EnQi?
What? That's literally what you just that's literally what you just read. They're gonna the whole study is a mathematical framework for being able to curtail the growth of populations in mass.
But they were talking about plants,
which is the foundation of our ecosystem and our food supply.
You agree with that, Tanei? Is there some crazy conspiracy theory that this is?
Look, man, I don't put nothing past nobody. That's all I can say.
Okay, rephrase the question. Can that information that HJ just read be used to curtail population growth? I mean, literally, well, I'm not going to influence your answer. Go ahead.
I mean, could it? Maybe. I don't know what they want to do with it.
So wait.
No. That's not the question, sir.
Let me get this straight. You take a cell, you inundate it with nutrients, and it's like, okay, I've had enough to eat.
That actually happened. That essentially tells the cells not to overgrow. So you have those checkpoints that will check for other nutrients. So like say for instance, phospholipids, right? So there are certain lipids that when they're made in abundance, they will suppress the creation of other lipids like bulk lipids. So I'll use phosphoinositide as an example because I kind of know about it. So when the cell is high in glucose and it's high in inositol, specifically when it's high in inositol, your cells will actually repress the synthesis of phosphatidylserine and I think phosphatidylcholine. Those are bulk lipids that go into the cell membrane. So you need those lipids to actually form a new cell membrane. But if you have enough inositol around, it suppresses the production of those lipids. So without those lipids, cells cannot continue to grow. So even in the presence of other nutrients, if you have an environment that's high in inositol, it'll tell other lipids that
Look at HJ.
cells to grow to not be made anymore.
Okay, hold on. Tonight. Look at what you did to HJ.
I know. I'm trying to come back to it. So
you're beating him up.
Think about it like this. So you got a refrigerator full of food, right?
There we go.
You know that you have a refrigerator full of food. That doesn't make you want to go eat more food. You just know that you have a refrigerator full of food, right? You'll go in there eat when you're hungry, but if you're not hungry, it doesn't matter how much food you have in your fridge, you're not going to eat.
Right.
So that's essentially what's happening with the cells. When there's enough nutrients around, after you have enough nutrients, there's no sense to go back and go get more.
Which means the cell knows how much
satiated. That's literally why you have a system to satiate the body. So you have sensors. You have sensors that are for upward and for downward to keep you in balance. Ma'at. You're supposed to stay in the middle somewhere. Right. So if you get too high, there's stuff to down regulate. If you get too low, there's stuff to up regulate. You know what I'm saying? To keep you right into the sweet spot. There's a sweet spot with everything in the body. And that's where I guess the father of poison was his name, Paracelsus or whatever. That was his idea with toxins and how pharmaceuticals came about. There's no such thing really as a poison. It's just degrees of stimulation And so you get the concept of hormesis and blah, 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 blah. But everything is about, and this is where you get the people that say everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? But those things can always be taken out of context, right? So for the people that say all things in moderation, I ask them how much heroin is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like how much heroin is it okay to have if all things in moderation are
Maybe
fine?
once every few years. It's okay to do like a line of coke or something
Problem.
like that.
Okay, so all things in moderation is a little crazy. Just like that report you just read was crazy, because we live in a world where there's a lot more pressing issues. So I don't know how they allocated thousands, possibly millions of dollars to that study. We don't need less. We need more. We need more food to grow. We need more. There's more people in the world that are malnutrition.
Well, that's what they said here. They said they want to grow more food. Well, it said optimize crop yield. So optimize.
Come on now.
That doesn't exactly mean.
Yeah,
Come on now.
optimize-
Come on,
Optimize
AJ.
could
You,
be.
exactly. Come on. You getting there now. You getting there now. You starting to set the more we dig into this.
Optimize is a sneaky word.
Yeah.
Yes, the same thing the government does with subsidizing the cost of the farmers. It got to the point, so it was crazy when we were throwing away more crops. That it gets crazy when you start getting into the actual practices behind all these words.
So you can really think about the body as like a thermostat. So like you set your thermostat to 74, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's too cold, then the air conditioner is going to kick on to send it back to 74. If it's above 74, the air conditioner doesn't come on until it drops back below 74. Like it'll just let the environment bring it back down on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll sense like what is going on in the environment and it'll adjust accordingly. So cells do the same thing, and they do that by turning certain things on, turning certain things off. Okay, we're high in this, so we don't need to make this. We're low in this, so we do need to make this. But these are all, so the cells themselves are sensing each other, and then the molecules inside of them are sending signals to other things based on what is in the environment to regulate itself too.
So the cells know how much you're supposed to grow too. Like they know how tall you're supposed to be.
Yeah, all of that stuff is written. It's already there. There's already a blueprint there.
The cells do not know that you're going to be 6'3" or 5'10".
They don't know like stuff like that, no. But they know that you have a script to grow, a script.
Tanei, just
downregulate
watch your step
stuff.
over there. You're confusing HJ, okay? Look at HJ's face. You're confusing HJ.
The cells, they have, I mean, it's certain things are written into your DNA.
Right.
That is
And
a fact.
when it's written, but you can also have things from the environment that affect how that code actually plays out.
You have potentials. You have potentials in your DNA. So you have the potential to reach this height or be this short or be this tall. And depending on your environment and how things play out will determine how much of that potential is actualized.
They got some stuff on Amazon. You give it to your kids and they say it make them grow tall.
No, they don't.
It's called True Growth. And they advertise it, and it said it's supposed to. Is it true?
No, you're going to jail, bro. You're going to jail. You're going to be a part of that
height.
RICO.
It's called True Height Vitamins. Okay.
What's in it?
Let's find out.
Calcium, phosphorus. Like, what are we doing? You're going to jail.
Let's look at the kit. Okay, so let's put this on the screen so the chat can see what I'm talking about. Now, when I first seen it online, I was like, oh, I want my kids to go to the NBA. So I thought about it and I was like, nigga, this shit don't work. This shit don't stop. Don't stop, nigga. The NBA's not happening, okay?
But you can go have their legs broken and have the operation done.
Yeah, you can.
Add some height to the kids or give them steroids in their childhood years.
So it says each gummy has vitamin D3, K2, magnesium, calcium to support growth of strong bones and overall health development. On top of that, extra protein. Every scoop has 16 plus vitamins and minerals like protein, vitamin A, C, D, E, B12, calcium, and more. Each drop contains a low dose of melatonin, vitamin B6, organic elderberry extract, chamomile, lemon balm for restful sleep. So
And
I
this
guess
is
they
marketed as something that'll help your kids grow more.
the name of the company is True Height Vitamins.
Scammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, that's a
That is
generic multivitamin.
that is listen. That is for busy parents. That's what that's for. That is for busy parents that are not having enough sex in their relationship, and so because it's 2025 now, and it is against it is you're not politically correct if you're giving your children NyQuil to put them to sleep. So now you can purchase things like this. Give your children 2, 3, 4 of them gummies, and they'll sleep for 17 hours. And the parents have the free time to drink coochie juice with HT.
So it says that inositol's in there. There's that stuff you talk about, Tanei. Inositol, L-taurine, that's cat piss. What else is here?
You going to jail?
It's not. Tell me you don't find L-taurine in cat piss, because that's what they put in energy drinks. I think it comes from, was it beaver balls and cat piss? I think is where they get taurine from.
That's crazy.
Or something like that. I think it's beaver shit. I forget where it's from.
You just making shit up now.
No, I swear to you.
No, you're talking about castoreum. Castoreum comes.
No, yeah, he just.
That's it. That's from that's from beavers.
No, you're losing
Castoreum.
your jacket. Take that jacket off. Crazy.
Castoreum comes from the beaver. Was it the beaver
And
balls?
none of you one pressers in the chat have anything to say now. It's crazy.
We got medium chain triglycerides, whey protein, isolate and concentrate, potassium,
this is a glorified
sodium.
multivitamin. Yeah, this is not gonna.
They're going to jail, and HJ is going down on the Rego. What's happening?
Yeah, this is a glorified multivitamin.
That is that is a sedative. They done loaded that thing up with valerian root and melatonin and all them sleepy things. That's a sedative. They putting them kids to sleep.
Hey, but didn't you say last week that when people
Stop it!
Wait,
Nobody said nothing last week. Do not link me with True Growth in any shape, form, or fashion.
It don't matter how loud you talk. We're not gonna let you skate, because you did say last week that for somebody to recover that they need to take a nap. So you did named two things in there that's gonna make you take a nap.
You did say that.
I'm watching you tonight.
No, you need to be watching yourself and what you said. That's what you need to be watching.
Watching you tonight.
Yeah, that's
right here. The primary source.
You know what?
Confusion
AJ?
of the ingredient taurine. The name taurine is derived from the Latin taurus, which means bull or ox, because it was first isolated from ox bile in 1827.
Hold on.
Taurine is used in Red Bull and other drinks today as a purely synthetic substance produced by pharmaceutical companies to ensure consistent quality and safety. It is not derived from any product, animal products, including bull testicles or urine.
We did not need that Liver King promo, okay? Tanei has been identified as a part of the WAC 100 group and collective that has been working subvert information collection routines in the community.
This must be coming from the same group that you said dismiss your charges.
Covert information collection. No, that was court that Hotepistan held on Thursday.
Okay, so that was an imaginary court full of
No, it wasn't.
Charges. Okay.
You are not the only lawyer in Hotepistan.
I'm the only one that's worth a damn, because that's why your ass got
No, you're a bad attorney. You are corrupt.
I'm a bad attorney.
You are corrupt. You are corrupt.
Who was guilty?
You are corrupt.
Okay.
We
corrupt and bad is not the same thing.
We had challenged the charges. We had put in motions. All of those things were suppressed. You were witness tampering. My attorney was thrown in prison on multiple occasions.
We put him back in there today too.
Shut up, Paul. Yo, they got another supplement on here. This one is called Appetite Booster.
Oh, what's in this one?
You are going to jail. What are you doing, HJ? This is crazy.
4 grams of carbohydrates, 20 calories, 3 grams of sugar, another 3 grams of included added sugars, 0.9 mcg. What is that? Micrograms?
Micrograms, yeah.
B12, 2 micrograms, iodine, 120 grams, 10 milligrams of zinc, 10 milligrams of sodium, 50 milligrams of
10 milligrams of what? Sodium.
50 milligrams of organic carrot extract, and 25 milligrams of bromelain.
Bromelain, yeah.
Bromelain. Other ingredients: glucose syrup, sugar.
Other ingredients? What?
Wait.
Hold on. Wait. No, you got to stop you right there for a second. Listen, you have active ingredients, then you have the other ingredients. The other ingredients is the way that, so in the neighborhood, you would basically say that's the cut, right? So you got the cut. That is already stepped on crazy. They didn't already name like 4 types of sugar, and they put powdered salt. Like what? That's crazy right there.
I ain't heard nothing that's gonna boost your appetite yet.
They going to jail. That's what I'm trying to say. HJ is a part of this RICO. I don't know what HJ is doing right now. It's like ever since the coochie juice thing went left for him, he just been crazy with these art. Like, what is happening now, HJ?
I saw this advertised on Instagram. And, you know, I wanted NBA kids, so I looked into it.
So what are the other ingredients?
Glucose syrup. I don't know.
You got to stop this.
What is that, sugar syrup?
This is more sugar, yeah.
Okay, so it has glucose syrup, more sugar, apple juice concentrate, pectin.
More sugar.
Pectin, citric acid, sodium citrate,
okay,
or
so
citrate.
These are the preservatives. Go ahead.
Natural orange flavor, palm glaze, which is palm oil, carnauba wax.
Carnauba wax. Yeah, these are the preservatives.
Beta carotene, purple carrot juice concentrate, and steviol glycosides.
They are wild.
So they got sugars and fake sugar in there.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing that's gonna boost your
that right there sounds like a whole food version of that syrup you drink in the hospital to see if you got diabetes.
They said this is gonna boost this. It's advertised as an happier meals plus happier appetite booster, organic carrot extract. $63.75 you're gonna pay for this.
It'll make you happy, all right, because it's like 12 things of syrup and sugar in there, so that dopamine is gonna spike.
Yeah, it's gonna wear your blood.
But it's gonna make you happy in the same way as like a line of cocaine would. Like, I mean, that's not necessarily something you'd promote as an appetite booster. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I guess if you think about what it's doing, it is an appetite booster, but I wouldn't.
A line of cocaine? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, oh my God, I'm talking about what he just talked about on screen.
That would boost your. Why would that boost your appetite? What's happening there?
Because it's gonna drive your blood sugar up, but you're gonna crash, and when you crash, that's when it's gonna make you hungry again.
Oh.
And it's going to make you hungry for something sweet and,
for something
and low quality, like a cupcake or some Oreos.
Yeah. So it is going to boost your appetite. It's going to make you a bunch of bullshit, though.
It is going to kill you. You're going to prison.
Send the link, Renee. We'll check it out.
No, we won't. Stop that.
Renee is your biggest supporter, and you don't see chat.
No. Renee was pressing number 1.
No, Renee been the main one in the chat who
Renee pressed number 1
every time.
Renee's an EnQi supporter.
Renee the main person saying, "Oh, y'all doing elderly abuse to EnQi. Y'all doing EnQi wrong."
That is not supporting me by calling me an elderly.
Look how you doing him now. See, chat. See, EnQi always show his true colors. He get aggravated during the show because if he get late, he starts sundowning, and then he want to take his anger out on the chat. See, I told y'all.
Wow, look at all that tonight and snuck in there. That's crazy. All those that prepackaged insults in there. That is wild.
That was not prepackaged.
That was wild right there. That was crazy. Elder abuse. That is wild. Look at all
Renee Kate been flapping for you for months.
Y'all want to see what's in the toddler formula?
And in 1 week,
Let's do it.
and in 1 week, you converted Renee into a one presser. It's disgusting.
Let's see it. What's going on with the toddler?
Totally disappointed with these folks.
Let's check out the toddler formula. Calories 50, total fat 2.5 grams, saturated fat 1 gram, cholesterol less than 5 milligrams, 4 grams of carbs, less than 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, 5 grams of protein, 45 milligrams of vitamin C.
No fiber's kind of crazy.
Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, go ahead. You already messed it up. I was going to ask the chat if they could see the problem with this formula.
Sorry, my bad. I'm pretty sure somebody else in chat noticed that.
I thought of it too. I thought we just read this weekend we had a family time and we went into rich abs, poor abs, so that is fresh on my mind. 2 grams of sugar, 5 grams of protein, 45 grams of vitamin C, 0.6 milligrams of thiamine as thiamine hydrochloride, 0.7 milligrams of riboflavin, 8 milligrams NE of niacinamide.
These are B vitamins, by the way. They're just running through the B vitamins.
Okay, vitamin B6, 0.9, 335 mcg DFE of folate, 1.2 micros of B12, 15 micrograms of biotin, 2.5 milligrams of pantothenic acid, 50 milligrams of calcium, 3 milligrams of iron, 1 milligram of zinc, 80 milligrams of sodium, 90 milligrams of potassium, 33 milligrams of choline.
Where are they going with this sodium every 5 minutes? This is wild.
1,000 milligrams of extra virgin olive oil.
What? You trolling now. You just made that up, right?
No, this was on here.
Why do they have? Why?
What are they? Why is that? Why is that
in there?
You know what? I was already suspicious of this because instead of actually naming food, they're naming macros. So usually when that happens, it is the lowest quality substance where you say, like, instead of saying, like, for instance, sweet potato, you'd be like X amount of carbohydrate. Like, so this is like the lowest quality of substance. So you don't even want to name what the actual food source is. You're just naming the 4 grams of this and 5 grams. Like this is where we're starting to feed kids like astronaut food out of tubes.
It says complete nutrition for toddlers who don't always eat complete meals. So this is a supplement.
So what are the actual ingredients? Not what the nutrient breakdown is. What are the actual ingredients?
Well, let me finish this and then we'll figure that out because this is the ingredient list. So it says 565 milligrams of.
Where is the food? Skip all that. Skip all that. And get to the food.
Fructoligosaccharides.
We're done with that. Listen, we're done with that list.
Okay.
It's terrible. Let's get to the food.
All right. Other ingredients. Organic whole milk powder, pea protein isolate, cocoa powder processed with alkali, stevia riboside A leaf extract.
Stevia.
Yeah, stevia. Natural flavor, sea salt, and beta carotene. Contains milk.
Yeah, they going.
What is the name of this?
This is called Toddler Advanced Formula. Complete.
JLRS. They're going to jail.
True Height Toddler Advanced Formula?
Yeah, from True Height Kids.
They need to just they need to boil a sweet potato and put it in the processor. That's it. Just get them kids some sweet potatoes and just knock it off. Somebody going to jail.
Mike has bad knees said it's just a protein shake. Is that what it is?
That's literally what it sounds like. It just sounds like a protein shake.
No, it doesn't sound like a protein shake. Nobody is putting half a bottle of olive oil in their protein shake. That's a wild protein shake. That is a wild protein shake. That is not okay.
Do you see
Wow,
it?
that's kind of crazy. There actually is like no food in here.
There's nobody, and they put mad olive oil. Like, what are you? That's like
Yeah, there's no food in here.
that's
It's just
astronaut food for kids. That's jail food. Like, that's wow. That's unfood. That's what that is. That's
it's
like unfood.
it just
The
isolates,
other
right?
ingredients part is wild. Like it's literally there's no food in here.
It just isolates, right?
Yeah, it's just isolates. It's just mineral isolates.
It's unfood.
Unfood. That's damn.
And
That's
you have some well, you got lactobacilli, so you have some active cultures in here, but like this is like not food.
lemon pectin powder, inositol. That
So
inositol is
so
bad.
the chicory root and so that gives you a little bit of fiber.
Mm-hmm.
That's negligible.
That's why I said a little bit. See, here you go. You're always trying to be contrary.
Nah, but there's a difference between little bit and negligible.
That literally means the same thing.
No. The implication is different. A little bit means that your body has a little bit to work on. Negligible means that it's going to be burned up in some other processes, so you'll get zero benefit.
So it's a little bit. Thank you.
No, you going to jail tonight. You be bringing charges up on you as a crooked attorney.
Yeah, this is not food. I don't know what this is.
We got another one. Spicy cubes. This one was sent in by Renee. More love for him and her. Uh-oh.
Wait, what is this called?
All right, I'm out of it. What is happening right now? Somebody trying to set us up to go to jail.
What is this called?
Spicy foods.
Jail bait.
And dang, that's a different connotation. Spicy foods.
Yeah, it's looked like some gummies. Spicycubes.co.
CO is in it. I told you somebody going to jail.
Spicy cubes for adults.
Yeah, this is supposed to get you.
Who want the freaky shit in chat? What is this?
This is Renee. It's what him and his wife, I guess, be taking and shit
I
when
mean,
they want nasty
Renee
time.
one that got a gang of kids, ain't it?
Yep.
Eating coochie juice.
They eating spicy cubes, whatever this is. Let me see what's in. Wait a minute. Helps promote hormone balance, calmness, and intimacy, wellness for him. Is this what we looking at?
Yeah.
Renee, why you ain't taking your Apex? Why are you taking this?
Talk to him.
Listen, right now we have 100 songs in the Jesus music.
Ain't nobody talking
playlist.
about Jesus right now, Willis. We talking about spicy cubes.
Hold on. We need to be talking about Jesus right now. This is what I'm saying right now. When the conversation gets here, I'm just introducing Jesus.
Let's look at this. Oh, the ingredients list is crazy tonight. Look at this.
To find it. I can't find it. Let me see.
It's in the
For the
picture.
For the record.
Okay, I'm looking at the Amazon one. Hold on, let me go back in. Let me try to find.
Yeah, go to spicycubes.co.
Okay.
And then
Persecuted.
And then go to shop.
Persecuted. Introduce Jesus. Just have that on the record.
Hit shop and then scroll down underneath the picture and you'll see the supplement facts. Then look at the supplement facts last image.
Yo, this website is crazy, son.
So look what's in here. This is crazy. This is our competition, by the way, chat. 20 calories.
What are you talking about? Those are chakra vitamins. What are you talking? Why are you looking at chakra vitamins? I don't Jesus. Listen, we have almost 100 songs in the Jesus playlist. If the people should want to go to my YouTube page and put some Jesus in their life.
All right,
so
we have
with science.
A proprietary blend of get this damn ad out of here.
Mora Puama.
Horny goat weed, maca root, ginger root.
Right. And then look at the other ingredients.
It's all the first two: corn syrup, pure cane sugar. Like what?
Sugar, nitric acid, natural flavoring, natural bitter blocker.
Bitter blocker? Bitter blocker? Wait a minute. Bitter blockers? That's like unsugar. Listen. Those chakra vitamins is wild.
Hold on, it gets worse. Sodium citrate, and then it's got artificially colored water, FD&C yellow number 6.
Yellow number 6 is banned in Europe. I just want to say this. Jesus.
Yellow number 6 is banned in Europe?
Jesus music is available right now on YouTube.
No, this is crazy. So okay, so natural key ingredients. Your safety and satisfaction are a top priority. Spicy cubes are crafted with a potent blend of natural aphrodisiacs, including chili pepper. Chili pepper is not an aphrodisiac though; it's just a vasodilator.
Uh,
Maria Puama enhances drive and stamina. Makaru epimedium.
When you go to people who are chakra activists for nutrition, you get corn syrup with green powder. That's what they
Yeah,
drink.
this is kind of crazy.
They put corn syrup in the blender with some green powder, and I mean, what are we doing right now?
So all the FAQs are wild. Hold up. Okay, how long do the effects last? The duration of the effects can differ from person to person, typically ranging between
3 hours.
What?
Jesus music is out right now.
What?
I just want to say, Jesus music is out right now.
What is you on, bro?
Clearly not the Jesus music.
Nah, this is crazy.
Can I enjoy spicy cubes alone? So I looked up Yellow 6, asked the Google demons, is it banned in Europe? They said no, Yellow 6 is not completely banned in the entire European Union, but it is heavily regulated, and some individual countries have banned it completely. In the EU, products containing Yellow 6 and other artificial dyes must carry a warning label stating that they may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. Foods containing this dye were also banned for infants in the EU. So Yellow 6, if you got Yellow 6 in your product,
you going to jail. You going to jail, which is what I said. Jesus music is out right now on YouTube. That's all I'm trying to say.
But ask the Google demons why it's banned. I think that's the more interesting.
Because people
thing.
are not inspired. They are not listening to Jesus music. So
let's see.
Like you got yellow number 6 in your glasses.
That is a wild claim. That is frivolous. That is just a blatant ad hominem attack.
I'm just saying.
That is crazy.
Looking very Michael Jordanish over there.
Get your Apex, fellas. Just get your Apex.
Renee got y'all on the horny cubes. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No, those are sugar cubes.
So it says banned in countries like Norway and Finland due to health concerns, primarily a potential link to hyperactivity and behavioral problems in children, neurobehavioral effects, allergic reactions, potential carcinogen contamination. Concerns have been raised because the manufacturing process for Yellow 6 and other related dyes may result in contamination with carcinogens.
Which becomes, hold on, fast reader. Wait a minute, sir.
Which has shown links to tumors in animal studies.
Hello, wait a minute, sir.
So this is cancer cubes.
No, listen. This becomes diabolical when you think about the fact that people who could be trying to make babies are going to be on spicy cubes, and that's going to put the cancer program in their testicles. Jesus music is out right now on YouTube. That's all I want to say. Jesus music is out.
Babies born with the cancer gene?
Jesus music is out on YouTube.
That's hyperbole. It's not no cancer gene, but you do have to realize that, whatever
you didn't stop him with the coochie juice. Now you're gonna stop him with the cancer gene.
No, you stop them.
Jesus music is out on YouTube.
You stop them.
Say what you was about to say. Say what you was about to say tonight. Clean it up, please.
No, so again, whatever, like EnQi said earlier, whatever you got going on, whenever you get ready to have a baby, it's gonna get passed down to the baby. So I mean, just like with the breast milk, you got spicy. You eating the spicy cubes. Some of the stuff might end up in the breast milk. So.
Listen, just think about it. Drug dealer rules, okay? The drug dealer that's moving the weight, that's selling the crack, that's selling the heroin, they move out of the neighborhood that they're selling those drugs in. So the European families, right? The European families that own these big manufacturing companies here in the States, where they're pumping that yellow number whatever out into the community, they actually live and spend their time and raise their kids over back home yonder in Europe where those things are banned. Jesus music is out on YouTube right now. That's all I'm saying.
Is that what we were looking for tonight?
Looking for as far as what?
Because you said ask the Google demons. Did that satisfy
Oh yeah,
your
So
curiosity?
ADHD is one of the big things that these diets are said to be correlated to. Um, and then you see a large increase in ADHD in children when you think about all of the diets that are in candy, cereal, and then they come on TV and market all this stuff to your kids, and then now your kids got to take drugs because they can't sit still, but the whole entire time
Get what you're doing to HJ face.
so it's a nasty game. It's a real nasty game. Ask the Google demons how many different food products some of those food dyes are in. Yellow number 6, blue number 5, like whatever. I don't know all the exact names of it, but ask how many different food
Oh,
products.
I got the
So-
results right here. Hold on, you know I got a book on it now.
We got our
Stop
first.
playing with me.
We got our first. I got a book on it.
No. I let a few moments go because there's a lot of one pressers. So you know what?
Hey, some of those one pressers have bought books from you before.
Listen. Stop with this backwards campaigning you've been doing over there. Okay.
No, the original plain because I asked, is it in Cheerios, right? Because I always see people give their kids Cheerios.
Hold on.
No,
Listen.
the original plain Cheerio cereal does not contain yellow 6. However, some flavored varieties of Cheerios in the United States, such as fruity Cheerios, have been known to include yellow 6 and other artificial dyes.
Let me go through these test results for you. So food dye, blue number 1. In mice and rat tests, blue number 1, the test tube study found inhibition of nerve cell development.
What?
Blue number 2, the studies were too brief, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so it showed possible brain and bladder tumors. Citrus red number 2, bladder and other tumors. Green number 3, possible bladder and other tumors. Orange B, which is no longer used, extremely toxic. Red number 3, which the FDA has banned in cosmetics, thyroid tumors. Red number 40, reticuloendothelial tumors of the immune system. Yellow number 5. 6 out of 11 studies showed genotoxicity and hyperactivity in children. Yellow number 6. Testicular tumors and adrenal tumors. Yeah, I mean I think that about covers it. I don't think we have.
So then you gotta look at the drinks that have the artificial color in it. It's like Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water. You know, like a lot of this stuff. I don't know if vitamin water does, but I know Gatorade does. Has these artificial food dyes in cereal and Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, just in anything like the normal Kellogg cereals that people grew up on. All this stuff. Like if you and the crazy thing is if you go look at other countries will color their food with plants, with plant dyes. They don't do that here in the US.
Well, let me ask this question. Since we're looking at ingredients, is Master P and Snoop putting the yellow number 5 in their cereal?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not. We not putting Master P on trial.
Jesus Music is available right now on YouTube. Jesus Music is available right now on music. And I would think that because you are Hotep Jesus, you would be much more of an advocate for Jesus Music. That
was a real nasty takedown.
That was
a
nasty.
Real nasty takedown.
That was nasty.
Just saying, Jesus Music is available right now.
Why are you doing Master P like that?
My bad.
Why you doing? The white man been having these dyes in it. Let's see.
Right.
Master P's cereal line. There you go right here. Master P's cereal line, which falls under his company Miller Family Foods, does not include artificial dyes like yellow 6, Dr. EnQi.
There we go.
Dr. EnQi.
Hold on, ain't no Dr. EnQi. You better say Dr. Tanei because y'all said it was a nasty takedown.
Yeah, because we thought, we thought. Stop it.
Alley-oop. Stop this now. Now you got to take a step back. Now you got to take a step back.
Uncle Hotep tactics.
An alley-oop to highlight the better business practices of our brother Master P that is doing work in the community where he's at on the front line and I'm at on the front line with philanthropy.
You're not trying to put yourself. No, we're not gonna let you have that. You trying to sneak yourself in there with community activism and
right. Jesus music is available right now. Jesus music is available.
Miller family food products including cereals. Explicitly state they have no artificial sweeteners and colors and use natural ingredients and flavors. The company focuses on healthy and nutritious alternatives made with whole, trusted ingredients. His cereal products such as Master Crunch and Hootie Hoo aim to provide healthier alternatives to major brands that often use artificial dyes. Master P has emphasized that his food ventures are about promoting wellness and healthy decisions within communities, which aligns with avoiding controversial ingredients like yellow six. Shout out to Master P. Shout out Master P. W's in the chat for Master P cereals and Snoop Dogg. W's in the chat to Miller Foods.
No, listen. I found that out the other day. All jokes aside.
Found out what?
That Master P had a better cereal than
what when you saw that presentation that I was doing?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
Yeah, me and my children, we had a little debate on it.
Oh yeah, what was the debate?
Was his cereal trash?
Okay, so who won?
I did.
So
I'm a supporter of making crack like this. I'm a supporter of Master P.
Okay. A 2025 study analyzing 40,000 grocery store products found that approximately 19% of all packaged goods and beverages in the United States contain at least one synthetic dye. More than 36,000 U.S. food products contain red 40. Nearly 24,000 products contain red 40 and yellow 5. The Environmental Working Group's EWG database contains about 13,000 products made with dye. Products and categories most often marketed to children, candy, sugary drinks, breakfast cereals, etc., were significantly more likely to contain synthetic dyes, with some estimates showing over 90% of candies and fruit flavored snacks containing them. Cereals, Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops. Snacks, Cheetos, Doritos, nacho cheese, and some Ruffles chips. Candies, Skittles, M&Ms, Jolly Ranchers, Airheads, baked goods, yellow cakes, some frosted cookies. Other items, Jell-O, some yogurts, pickles, salad dressings, and certain condiments.
Yo, the crazy thing too is like the Cheetos, because you be seeing people wigging out after they eat the hot Cheetos and shit.
Yeah.
And then the kids eating the cereal. Then little Johnny in the classroom can't pay attention. And it's like, oh, so you got him hopped up on the sugar, and you got the food dyes in the food. Now little Johnny got ADHD. Now he got to get the pharmaceutical drugs, so they get you coming in and they get you coming out.
So we want to make 2 recommendations for the family at home. We want you to go get the biochemistry book. Learn you something. And then we want you to get Food Chemistry Volume 2. These are you can actually do curls with these books. They are so large, right? These books are large enough that you can do curls with these books.
Can the one pressers buy them too?
The one pressers actually need these books emergency. They need the emergency. They need to click the fast shipping to get them, because clearly they've been under synthetic mufkazut and sugar cube, whatever that thing is that HJ done got Renee strung out on.
I ain't got him on that shit. I told him to take Apex.
Stop it. You done got my man
take sex
Renee.
Gummies.
You and Tanei have got my man Renee strung out on synthetic gummy bears.
We ain't tell him to take none of that shit. He asked us about it. Like how we got him doing something.
Stop it. Y'all been over there selling sugar cubes in the spaces on Twitter. They got my man Renee out there looking crazy.
Renee said, I am not on it. I was just asking a question. How you know about it, Renee?
Listen,
Stop that, Renee. Now y'all got Renee ashamed of what he's doing in his bedroom. Hold on. Now y'all
part of
got
your
Renee
Hotep
ashamed of what he
re-education,
got
you're gonna be
going
out
on
there
in
in the
his
corner with
bedroom.
Goldstein. You're gonna be out in the corner with Goldstein selling the spicy cubes. Part of your Hotep re-education.
No, sir. These are just crazy charges, slanderous. These are just slanderous charges. This is crazy. This is why you are corrupt, sir, as an attorney. You've been found guilty of peddling.
I was getting Instagrams for it. I'm done. Throw EnQi in the hole.
That's gotta say something about you. Two of your biggest supporters that turned on you.
He said throw EnQi in the hole.
That's crazy. Tika and Renee. That's wild.
They see the real. They see
Listen, I have Paul. As long as I got Paul, we Gucci out here these streets.
Damn, Renee said throw him in the hole.
That's wow.
Damn. There you go, Kitchen Chemistry 2, the real beauty supply store. That's the link, Tika? Kitchen Chemistry?
That's the she done pressed number 1.
And you should be thanking her. And so you want to sit up here and talk shit. You so ungrateful.
She done pressed number 1. Now she
Let me go ahead and add that. I'm gonna add that to my wish list. Wait, what happened? Amazon hating. They just clicked off of your book, yo.
Amazon says too much information being shared by these nichers.
No, that is because Tika was pressing number 1.
Let's add this to my books wish list right there. Yeah, let's add it right there. Okay, let's view my books list. Yeah, I got them in there. Okay. Oh, I still got to get that book. Damn, I got a lot of books in my wish list I never got. Prometheus Rising. White people have been saying for me to read that. I don't know why, but I'll get around to it. That's payback from last week, EnQi. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have kitchen chemistry, HJ? Wait.
I think you got Kitchen Chemistry Volume 1.
I got Volume 1, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I got Volume 1. Yeah. Yeah. I got EnQi books all over the house and shit. I just be getting them to the kids. Like, read this motherfucker and have a report done on Friday, nigga. We do chemistry review on Saturdays. And yeah,
I want y'all to start doing Jesus music Sundays.
Okay, we'll think about it. We gotta start slowly. Okay, I know we don't want EnQi taking over the whole house. All right,
just 3 days a week is fine.
Just. Jalen said AJ looked like a hood chemist. I'm in here cooking up, nigga.
Yo, the drip is happening with those glasses. He is drippy with the jacket. The jacket may have to come off because he's saying some crazy. But the glasses, though, those have earned a permanent slot. Those are back.
They're saying that
it's gonna be people at the supermarket, like just walking around in the street with them joints on. Like you're gonna be able to identify Hotepistan citizens.
I don't like the way Lauren said that though. You ain't got kitchen chemistry, HJ? Like she got all the EnQi books or some shit.
Lauren got a few. She got a few. She got a little something over there. Don't be
like she's an expert or something.
Lauren didn't press number 1.
She did. She pressed 1. Know. She pressed 1.
No, she didn't.
Lauren definitely pressed 1.
She pressed 1.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did. She definitely.
Lauren, did you press number 1? Just ask Lauren if she pressed number 1.
HJ last week went blazer with a hoodie. Now he can't hoodie
Lauren
with the
if she pressed number 1.
She said yes.
Her right now, she'll put it in the chat.
She said yes. She put it 1 in the chat. She says no. I'm an EnQi supporter.
There you go. There you go.
This is terrible.
Let's go, Lauren and Paul.
Lauren about to lose her band hammer.
Don't worry about it. She gonna turn.
The natures in my vessels won't hesitate to test you.
So motherfuckers is making their kids retarded with Cheerios and some more shit. This is crazy. Gatorade.
They gotta take their kids off of cereal completely, or only purchase Master P and Snoop cereal.
There it is, y'all. Master P cereal is
nothing.
KeMedicine approved. So
that's it.
What are we feeding our kids then? If we're not giving them cereal,
Oatmeal.
Okay, oatmeal. Does that include the little packets that come from Quaker Oats?
Well, it's levels to it. So I would say that the little packets are probably the most controversial. But here's the thing. The little packet of oatmeal that is, that has some undesirables in it is still going to be better than a large bowl of Frosty Flakes or Captain Crunch.
You gotta start somewhere.
Correct.
Right. All right.
And I would say the weaning off process, you can go with the inexpensive packs that have the wild, and then you can work your way up. I think I have some let me see. I think I just got some oatmeal.
So it says here, whole grain rolled oats, sugar, natural and artificial flavor. That's going to be a little controversial. Salt, calcium carbonate. Oh, it's got the guar gum in it. Ooh, I heard bad things about that. Caramel color. Is that, I don't know if that's safe. Let's see. Is caramel color banned? Color banned in EU for human food. It is not banned for human food, but specific types are being withdrawn from use in pet food. Wait a second. Wait a second.
They always play with the words with stuff like that.
So they've deemed them safe for humans, but you better not give it to your dog. Wow.
Okay, we are in the land of Mike Vick sentencing. Hello. Mike Vick was improperly prosecuted the same way I was, just saying. But
caramel color is not so carcinogenic.
There's a great oatmeal once you upgrade, but this will substantially hit your pocket depending on how many of these you're going
Which
through.
one? Hold it to the camera. Let me see.
This is Simple Truth.
Okay. Organic oatmeal. Okay.
Yeah, because when you get the supermarket version with some of the undesirable ingredients, you know what I'm saying? Them joints might be like $1.50 a box with 10, 12 packs in there. You cooking, you good.
Mm-hmm.
And the children will like it because they're going to be very sugary. Yeah, but then as you get to the healthier version, it's going to be about $3, then $4 a box, and there'll be no sugar. So you might have to wrestle the children down to eat that oatmeal, you know what I'm saying, until they get used to.
Yeah, get used to it, yeah.
Yeah, then you can add a little moss, a little blue magic, AmericanHealer.website, just saying. Put some blueberries on in there, you can spice it up.
Coach said he got those for his daughter. Keisha, I got I went to Whole Foods. In the Whole Foods, coconut water was $1 cheaper for the cartons than the spot by me. So you're right. The Whole Foods coconut water is cheaper.
I like Bob's oatmeal or Bob's.
Keisha should know that she is not going to have any access to coconut water in prison. I just want Keisha.
Bob's oatmeal? This the one I got.
Yeah, the Bob's oatmeal. I like their stuff.
Yeah, I got Bob's. That's what I put in my shake. Bob's is official. Need to reach out to Bob's and see if he can get me a sponsorship.
Well, Jesus music is out.
I got to talk to, who wants to be my PR manager? I need a PR manager to start reaching out.
I do.
No, sir.
Volunteer my services.
You don't have time.
The community scout.
I need somebody to reach out to people and give me some sponsors. That's what I need. And they take a cut. That's what I need. That's what I need. Reach out to Bob's and tell them Bob's, Hotep Jesus wants to promote Bob. Me and Bob need to work together. All right, so we're giving our kids Bob's and Simply Oats. Um,
I'm trying to get a check from Master P.
we should reach out to Master P.
Yeah,
Add
reach
Master
out to
P to the list.
Yeah. Tell Master P he can get Dr. EnQi on the staff. You know what I'm saying?
Keisha would be good. She's a salesperson. Keisha, you want to be my PR agent?
Keisha going to jail.
We should reach out to Bob's and Master P, and I'd love to promote Master P cereal. That'd be fire. We could do some campaigns and videos and shit. Word.
Oh, you got to get Dr. EnQi on.
We gonna get you in there too. We'll get him to sponsor KeMedicine, and we can all eat. How about that?
Jesus music is out on YouTube.
Then we get Master P to sponsor KeMedicine.
Won't he do it?
KeMedicine needs a sponsor. All this science we talking, this is the perfect spot to get a sponsor in. You know?
God is good.
Yeah, we gotta make something shake
all the time.
So,
now, let me see. Wait. Hold on. I said God is good. Now let me ask you a question, HJ. Did you see anybody reply in the chat and say all the time? Was there even one person that said all the time? Let's just see what we're working with here.
No, they're talking about Master P cereal.
Correct. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
Coach said it. Coach just said it.
No, it's too late. It's okay, Coach. You stop it. You need everybody.
Master P did not do Vax that thing up.
Master P definitely did not do Vax that thing up. That was our brother Juvenile.
That was Juvenile.
We have pardoned here in Hotep.
Yes, we have pardoned him. We gave him a grift pass.
Hold on. First of all, No Limit won the versus. So the fact that you have confused Cash Money for No Limit is crazy. Okay, clearly I am not the only one in Hotepistan that should be brought up on charges. This is what I'm saying right here. This is proof. This is prima facie evidence.
That was kind of
of
wild, Lauren. You definitely confused to two different record labels, and they just had a versus. That was egregious. You definitely got to get at least a warning for that. That was.
Sorry, Lauren. You going to jail?
Nah, you see how every time EnQi get a chance to do right by one of his supporters, he always find a way to throw him up under the bus.
Rico.
Always find a way. He always wants somebody to be in trouble with him.
I'm sending books in the prison system, though.
So what else we feeding our kids? We giving them Master P cereal.
And that's it. Bedtime. They got to go to sleep.
We giving them sleepy drops from that company.
That melatonin valerian root pill, whatever that thing is. And then we drinking coochie juice after the kids go to bed. That's it.
Renee,
you got to take a couple of the horny cues after you get them squared away. So
they can have Master P cereal for breakfast for dinner time. They can have some. Yeah.
We got a image here of Dr. EnQi in jail. Thank you, Renee.
What?
I gotta turn the stream off for that.
Go look at the stream.
That's crazy. Send that to my phone, bro. That is crazy.
I just retweeted it.
You just retweeted it? That is crazy. What you mean you just retweeted it?
They got you behind bars proper.
And this is crazy because I'm going down for teaching people in the community. Meanwhile, Renee is on the record selling drug-laced gummy cubes.
He said you're in the hole. He said put you in the hole, dog.
That's crazy. Renee been out here selling gummy cubes with rat poison on it. Let me see this madness. Where is HJ at? You usually the first thing that's on my page when it open up.
What do we do when our kids? What do they call it? You see it? This
is no good. Y'all are diabolical.
Welcome to
That is
Hotep
diabolical.
What do we do when the palate is messed up?
Repost. Put it on my.
You gotta just fast from some stuff, man. You gotta reintroduce some stuff. Like some of it is mind and willpower until your body can get right. Like you just gotta give your body a chance to resensitize.
But the
So you go
baby,
do that.
I showed the baby plants, and she's like, "Oh, kryptonite, no, natural stuff, no." And I'm like, "Damn, we
What
done
does she
fucked
like
up.
to eat?
Anything processed." Okay? If it ain't coming in a box, she don't want that shit.
All right. So one thing that
I just follow Renee.
So one story my ex used to tell me was like when she was growing up, one of her friends, so their parents would hide healthy food and unhealthy food. So they would make like spaghetti with vegetables in it, right? Like instead of making it with, like with like ground beef or, whatever kind of meat you use in there, they would use that, but to sneak the vegetables in there because they knew they didn't like the vegetables, they would sneak the vegetables inside of the sauce. So you might have to do it like that where, like it's something that she likes, and then, you might have to, blend something up and like slide it in there so she don't know she don't know it's actually in there.
Okay. All right. Does she like fruit? She likes apples. She'll eat apples. She don't like the skin. You got to shave the skin off, but she likes apples.
HJ.
So what would like a normal meal be for her?
Let me see.
Getting,
some donuts and some cupcakes.
HJ, I need an information.
She likes
request.
pasta and rice. Okay, she's a startitarian.
Okay.
HJ, I need an information request to be submitted on one of the members in Hotepistan.
Okay, who's that?
I need an information request.
Markel said, just let them go hungry. They get right
That's
real
one
quick.
of your people. Tika came over here with you.
No. I need an information request.
She came from the community scholars.
Tika came over here with you.
Well, first of all, big brother, you have a very intricate spy network that has been collecting personal data on the citizens for years, George Orwell style, led by Tanei.
Listen, you ain't hard to find. We make it very known where you at. It's not hard to find EnQi online. We know exactly where you like to slum at.
Private investigators on Tika is all I'm saying.
So she is startitarian. So
yeah. She loves cakes
and long walks in the park. What are we talking about right now?
So if she like cake, then you might want to start trying to like make your own cakes and then like hide vegetables in the cake. Or you can start making cakes with like different bases. So like instead of using like the cake mix, use sweet potatoes or use like black beans. Because have you ever had black beans?
No.
Like bean pies?
No.
Like so you can use like when you cook the black beans, they don't really have a lot of flavor to them.
Listen, he was on it with the sweet potatoes, but just let's stop it right there.
What's wrong?
Black beans too. The black beans are gonna have a lot of fiber in them too. So you can make like black bean brownies, and they don't taste one for one like a brownie, but she ain't gonna notice it. She's not gonna notice it.
Yes, they will. You don't.
Not gonna notice it.
Sweet potato,
carrot cake, zucchini cake.
Just sweet potato was.
Sweet potatoes, where it's at?
Yeah. And Jesus music, which is out on YouTube.
Okay, so here's the next thing, right? Let me say how I can word this. This is a tough situation. The rebuttal. But she won't eat. Is it better for them to have junk or not eat?
First of all, if you stick with the sweet potato replacement, you won't have that problem because it will also be delicious, right? But you have to here's the thing. You have to wrestle with the taste buds.
Right.
You have to wrestle with taste buds, and taste buds take a while to replace because you're also wrestling with the microbiome.
Okay.
So you just want to start moving into a healthy direction.
Mm-hmm.
People try to blitz people with over healthy choices, which would be like replacing cake with black bean mixture. Like that would be crazy.
You can definitely do that. Stop hating.
No,
You
you
haven't even
don't.
tried it. Have you tried it? So how you gonna exactly? So how you gonna speak?
He used to
My
sell
point exactly.
bean pies on 125th Street. I don't want to hear that shit.
I have never sold a bean pie.
You ain't never sold Final Call?
I have never sold a Final Call or a bean pie anywhere. This is the slander and the charges are insane.
Final Call is nuts. Holy shit.
Final Call? Bean pie, my brother?
My father raised me better than that. I would have been selling my own newspapers or bean pies. Thank you very much, sir.
You never ate a bean pie before?
I've definitely eaten some bean pies.
Oh, okay. All right.
But this is why I'm trying to explain to you. Jesus Music is out right now on YouTube. Just
bribe them, resort to bribing. So bribe them. Bribes do work. Kids take bribes. That is true.
Or they take delicious alternatives. Just delicious alternatives.
So what? How do you do the sweet potato for a delicious alternative? What are you doing? You sweet potato pie?
Everything.
Yeah, you can use sweet potatoes as a base for anything that you would normally bake.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the base for baking? I thought it was flour.
So you can use sweet
No,
potatoes.
it's the mixture.
What?
So normally you mix the flour into something that has like that potato-like consistency. Like if you go back and look at like cake batter, most of the time it would look like a mashed up sweet potato.
Right, like it's flour and egg.
Yeah.
So you're saying the sweet potato is the texture of flour and egg?
You can use the same thing, yeah.
Oh.
You gotta lighten it up a little bit, but sure.
Yeah.
Lighten it up with what?
You can do oatmeal too.
With
You
some-
can make
with some
like
cut.
oat flour in your blender, so you can take like a couple cups of oats and then just blend it up in the blender. You can use that as flour.
Now listen, it depends on if you're trying to get some of that coochie juice drinking in. You might want to put a little melatonin and valerian root up in that joint and let them kids go to sleep for a day or two. They might get an inch taller according to your YouTube, Amazon product placement promo. They might grow an inch or two while you drinking coochie juice.
You know, baked oatmeal is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it tastes like cake. So if she really likes cake, then you can just start making her bake oatmeal, and then you can kind of control what kind of nutrients you're putting in there. You can hide a lot of stuff in there, and she's not gonna know the difference.
Yeah, oatmeal is a good. Now you back on track tonight.
I was on track when I said black.
No,
people.
you were not.
Yes,
Let
I
it
was.
go. Let
Yes,
it
I
go.
was.
Let
No,
it go.
you let it go.
You
ain't
did
even
great.
tried it
2
yet.
out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Three out of three. Three
No,
for three.
you didn't.
Sharpshooter, Steph Curry, from behind the 3-point line.
No, sir.
3 for 3.
No,
What the
sir.
fuck
I have
is-
10 children. Trust me, I know. The black beans not gonna work, sir. That's not gonna go. Because first of all, if they're not used to eating a lot of beans, they're gonna start farting and all that. So it ain't even like you. Listen, you did great. Okay,
Keisha-
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. You did great, sir.
Keisha said, does she like porridge? What, ain't that like poor people oatmeal?
No, and don't you ever violate the Caribbean like that again. In
What
your
is
life.
porridge?
What are you
Ain't
talking
that just
about? Hold
grit?
on,
That's
hold-
cream
hold
of
on.
wheat,
no,
right?
No, you are totally out of pocket.
That's
Did
what
we
the
get a bailiff for
Bears-
something to lock him? Can we get some arrest charges? Since something happened to HJ right now, this is crazy.
Porridge that's the Bears, right?
You done violated a whole community of Caribbean black folks.
Starchy grains such as oats and water or milk. Yeah, it's just oatmeal.
No, you didn't looked up. You didn't have the Google demons to discuss. That's culture. That's culture vulturism right there. The Google demons don't know nothing about porridge. That is crazy.
So what's in porridge?
Deliciousness,
You're a liar.
love, and the spirit of your mama goes.
My
into porridge.
dad told me a lot about porridge. Yeah.
See, love and the spirit of your daddy goes in porridge.
Yeah. Yeah, porridge brings bears to your house. Yeah, it's a no for porridge.
Porridge does not bring bears to your house. How is people violating porridge after promoting corn syrup dope fiend cubes? What are we doing? This is crazy. We got Mufkazoo cubes on sale with yellow number 5 in it. Y'all gonna violate Master P cereal and put in this. Oh my goodness. Sweet potatoes. And it goes better if while you're making, see, first of all, the love has to be a number one ingredient in the food. So what you want to do is set the right environment in the kitchen when you're making the food. That starts with putting on Jesus music. Hit that playlist and make
Here
sure
we
when you
go.
hit the playlist, no, this is crucial. You have to hit the shuffle button to let the playlist, to let the netchers guide the, you know what I'm saying? Let the netchers guide the music. And then once you have that Jesus music in the background, you're going to be inspired. You're going to be inspired to inspiration. And so now when you grab the sweet potato and the cinnamon and you start putting that, when you put that cinnamon and the sweet potato in the blender, the children might not even allow you to bake it. It might be so delicious. They might just eat that thing out the blender.
Sweet potato and cinnamon.
Sweet potato and cinnamon.
Where's the liquid at?
HJ, I feel like you're trying to do something wrong with the liquid.
That is just gonna just bounce around my blender, sir. That's gonna get stuck.
I feel like
in
you're
the...
trying to do something wrong with the liquid. What are you trying to introduce into this? Why don't you put some coconut water in there?
That's what I'm asking. Are we adding coconut water? Because it seems like
We
an
adding
incomplete.
coconut water.
Okay, it seems
We
like
adding
an
coconut
incomplete
water.
recipe.
No, it's not an incomplete recipe.
You
but
didn't
these are
add any
crucial-
liquid. The blender
These
needs
are the
liquid.
crucial items that you can fill in the blanks. See, those are blanks that you can fill in the blanks.
No, sir. You have to be
Yeah,
specific.
you can put your coconut.
No, you
Listen,
need to
you can
say
put your
everything.
coconut water, your almond milk. You know what I'm saying? You can do your
Renee says we steam sweet potatoes, carrots, and apples and add some breast milk and feed it to the baby. Oh, that's fire.
Renee, I want you to calm down, okay? You trying to make a comeback after you done put narcotics into the community. Now you done came up here with the Mufkazup cubes, and now all of a sudden you got vegan breast milk. You got vegan breast milk snack cakes now.
Food processor.
You know, a hack that like really changed my life and just food prepping in general. You can put sweet potatoes raw into a crock pot, and like if you put them in a crock pot on like low, and like go to sleep, they're fully cooked in the morning.
And you just peel it open, throw some butter on that bitch, and go.
Sweet
Wow.
potatoes are naturally very delicious.
What's in sweet potatoes?
Deliciousness and love. The same thing that's in the Jesus music. Will you stop this, HJ? This is crazy.
I want to see what the molecular breakdown of a sweet potato is, because you keep talking about this. Carbs.
Sweet potatoes are like the perfect post-workout food too, because they have a lot of the nutrients that you need to actually like rebuild muscle tissue.
Yeah.
And they have the vitamin A, which is what you need for your auditory system when you're digesting that Jesus music.
What it it says sweet potato is an excellent source of several vitamins and minerals. A single-sized medium potato, well over 100% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin A. What do you need vitamin A for again?
Vitamin A helps with muscle synthesis, but also helps with your eyes too, your eye pigments.
Ooh.
Vitamin A helps with vitamin A. Trust me, vitamin A is what you, first of all, vitamin A is a heart vitamin. Vitamin A is a liver vitamin.
Yeah.
Vitamin A helps with the development of new neurons and melanocytes.
Vitamin A is a heavy lifter.
Vitamin A is what you need in order to really be able to activate all of your sensory systems to totally have to be like the surround sound on, because some people have surround sound in their house, and when you put the surround sound on with that Jesus music, bruh, trying to tell you, put the surround sound so you can feel the music in your body. It's crazy.
So when do you eat the sweet potato? In the morning, at night, afternoon, all the time?
Yes.
Which one?
Every time, all the time, every time. Sweet potato is always a great option.
Okay. Now, here's another question I've been meaning to ask you guys for several weeks now. If I eat a lot of something today, will it be there for the rest of the week, right? Because it says like daily and like what you need daily, right? So it says here a sweet potato is gonna be, 100% of the daily recommended intake. That's just one sweet potato.
Okay.
So if I eat
Nutrients. Okay, let me
five,
stop
if I
you. I
eat
got you. Wait. No, I got you.
five
Let me
sweet
stop you.
potatoes, am I good for the week?
No. Let me stop you. So,
Like
yes and no.
it's gotta store the vitamin A. No.
No, listen, yes and no.
Okay.
Right? So if we saying specifically vitamin A, the answer is probably yes.
Okay.
Right? But if I just said yes and we moved on to another topic mixed with trolling, that would be very uninformed. That might be misinformation. Because you have fat soluble vitamins and then you have water soluble vitamins.
Okay.
Fat soluble vitamins, your body is able to stockpile to an extent.
Okay.
Water soluble vitamins, you lose every time you go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time you urinate or defecate.
Or get stressed.
Or
Yeah.
you drink alcohol.
Yeah, like water soluble vitamins are like fleeting. They're gone. Time you turn around. So yeah, you can stockpile some
Fat soluble
vitamins.
vitamins. Okay.
A, D, E, K, but
Those are the important ones though, right?
wow, that is reckless. You're gonna have to take that jacket off. That is crazy right there. You gotta get that jacket off. Now the glasses, I ain't gonna hold you. You done permanently earned those glasses. You can never be barred from those glasses. You done put a little driptuation to them glasses now. Them glasses is something totally different. They not even a part of your lab coat. You know what I'm saying? Them glasses is outfit worthy. Them glasses, you done took us back to 90s. It's the 90s all over again. But yeah, that was crazy, reckless, and liable. And I'm surprised that there's nobody who has served you in a process server. Where's the process servers?
Ooh, sweet potato gnocchi. Ooh, that sounds amazing. My gut is busting right now.
Wait a minute. What? Where are you from? Who raised HJ? Like that is not
Candy
a good
yams?
thing.
Candy yams?
When your gut is bussing, that means you got diarrhea. That's the bubble gut. Like what are we doing right now? It's crazy. You just totally destroyed the image of an amazing delicatessen culinary. Like,
look at the King Chuck. He ain't said nothing in the chat all night. He gonna come out the woodwork to say pause.
Right. Come on. King Chuck is not a one presser. King Chuck was a number 2 presser.
What about yams? Yams is a go? I thought yams and sweet potatoes was the same thing. They not?
Yams and sweet potatoes are play cousins.
Oh.
And most of the time when people say candy yams, they are talking about sweet potatoes. They're not talking about actual yams.
Really?
Right. But yams and sweet potatoes are different.
Yeah, very different. That's why I said play cousins. They're not even real cousins. They just is totally different. The only thing that's close, the only thing that really relates yams and sweet potatoes is the section in the supermarket where you purchase them. Yeah. When you go to the supermarket, they're located in the same exact place.
So the yam is Africa. The sweet potato is Central and South America.
Correct. And the yam, though, you have to watch out for the yam because the yam might play games with your fertility.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They use wild yam root as a not an abortifacient, but
no, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, it is abortifacient. Okay.
Really? So if I feed that bitch yams, we get rid of that baby. Is that what you're saying?
It is the original Plan B. Yeah. It is the original. Thousands of years, hundreds of years of it's the original.
Yams was the Plan B?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh shit. Yams was the Plan B. Fellas, you know what to do. Shoot the club up and give us some yams, nigga. Bitch, you better eat these yams.
Not the candy yams out the store. That's just gonna make the baby healthier.
You will be on Maury Povich. And remember, it was me who said, "Don't do it. Just put on the Jesus music. Put on the Jesus music and go the other way." Okay.
She got them yams. You feed her them yams. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
No, and stay away from the candy yams. Stay away from the candy yams. Notice I did not promote Jesus music is available on YouTube right now. Stick with the sweet potatoes. You want to go with the sweet potatoes and combine the sweet potatoes maybe with some carrots. Get the carrots mixed in with the sweet potato. You know what I mean? Like stick right in that spot. Throw the mango in there. Just stick right in the sweet spot right there, pun intended. And get the mangoes, the carrots, the sweet potatoes, and turn on the Jesus music.
So sweet potatoes is a superfood then. That's what this sounds like.
Listen, you want to add in some Masterpiece cereal. Just saying.
Sweet potatoes is it. That's what we learned tonight. We're gonna go with the sweet potatoes.
If you want to add a little bit of sweetness, like if you just kind of got that sugar, the sugar.
Why? There's no need. Hello.
Will you let me finish, please? Here you go talking.
There's no need.
You supposed to be in the gulag with Goldstein anyway. You out just talking. You out on the yard just doing whatever you want to.
We have something amazing going.
Sir, you supposed to be backing yourself anyway, as I was saying.
You're mad about the black beans. You are still mad about the black beans.
A little bit of sugar in there. Have that little bit of sugar in there. One thing that you can't use is molasses. So if you use like blackstrap molasses, it's a little bitter.
Yeah.
But if you add something like cinnamon in it too, it'll start to bring a little bit of sweetness out. Molasses is actually really good for getting minerals.
We already discussed the cinnamon.
Some of your minerals that you probably wouldn't get from getting just like regular sugar, you can get it from blackstrap molasses. So if you want a little bit of sweetness and have it be a little bit more healthy, you can use molasses too.
Blackstrap molasses? My dad used to keep a bottle of molasses around the house. I remember that nigga made me drink some. I was like, this shit tastes nasty. He made me drink that shit raw.
Which is the same thing the kids are gonna say when you add it to the sweet potatoes.
That's why I said add it with the cinnamon. See, you're not listening. You just all you want to do is talk. You don't listen.
Or you could just add the cinnamon and just not add the molasses. Just saying.
Calcium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, B6, copper, selenium. That's good for a nigga's melanin. Iron, 10 grams of sugar, protein, carbs. Okay, so we got the molasses. That's just 1 tablespoon too.
Look, just add the molasses to the black bean pies and the cinnamon.
Nobody said anything about black bean pie. See, here you go stretching the truth again. That's why you on charges now.
I'm just saying. Hold on.
That's why you in the gulag.
Hold on, sir. Sir, we're color coordinating. So we're going to add the molasses with the black bean desserts that you're baking. And we're going to add the cinnamon with the sweet potato desserts that I'm pioneering. And we're gonna see.
You wasn't even talking about cinnamon. See, here you go, swagger jack.
Yes, I was.
See, no.
HJ, did I not already mention cinnamon multiple times? This is crazy.
I cannot recall.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. This is a corrupt circuit. This is a whole corrupt circuit. This is crazy. How many people in the chat are going to press number 1 that Dr. EnQi mentioned cinnamon over and over already while Tanei had his camera turned off doing God knows what on his Pornhub screen?
Excuse me, I was talking about dad.
No, you weren't, buddy. You are
I was talking about dad, who is now watching the show.
Stop implicating your dad in the Rico. Stop implicating your dad in this situation. You had turned on that Pornhub screen, and it is crazy. We don't even know if Pornhub's still legal in your state.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm in Tennessee. It is not legal here anymore.
Exactly, because you didn't have those cubes. Because you didn't have those cubes from Renee. Now you over there zooped up on them sex chakra cubes from Renee.
Mr. Riggs, Mr. Riggs is a serious science show. Your son does phenomenal work. This other guy, I don't know, he's just a guest on this show. He comes on sometimes and talks about science. He knows it. We appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Round of applause to Mr. Riggs. This guy's going to jail, Mr. Riggs. He's going to jail. Okay, he's going to jail.
We got to send him back to jail.
Listen, we don't even know if Mr. Riggs is complicit with the illegal activity that Tanei did. Listen, maybe a family business like the mafia over there.
He tries to play his 95 songs in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, so we attacking Jesus music tonight? Is that what we doing?
This is crazy.
Jesus
Chat.
music is available.
Another episode of KeMedicine in the books. W's in the chat if you learned some science tonight. W's in the chat if you learned some science tonight. W's in the chat if this is the greatest science show on the earth.
W's in the chat if you're saying sweet potatoes over the black beans. Just saying.
Since you hate black beans so much, that's what we're gonna tell Ghost.
No, actually, black beans is my favorite. No. We had black beans for dinner tonight. Black beans are my favorite beans. I'm just trolling. Black beans are my favorite beans.
I'm gonna have to look up the chemical makeup of black beans next.
No, black beans are extremely nutritious.
Frank Edwards said the yams knowledge was potent. Yeah, I know you was like, hey, yo, the yams, I'm locked in.
Oh my goodness. You see, that's that coochie juice audience you've been cultivated over there, HJ. While me and Tanei was trying to intellectually stimulate the nutrient retention in the community. You and Renee, on the other hand.
Yes, sir.
You and Renee, on the other hand, was peddling Mufkazup cubes.
No, sir.
I actually learned that from Jehudi. Because you know Jehudi a lot of times he posts like the herb combinations on his Twitter page.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it one day and I was like, whoa, I did not know that. I went and looked it up and I was like, damn, actually a thing. That's real. Okay.
That is an example of F around and find out right there, okay? F around and find out. They off them pages.
Spicy cubes and yams for dessert.
No, we ain't go. Whoever else that is, yo, whoever
that is the problem right there.
We're not going over there.
That part right there. That's why I've been saying Jesus music is available. Mr. Riggs, please indulge in your free time. You might want to just go ahead and turn on the Jesus music. It is great for the family. Jesus music is out right now on YouTube.
Chat, EnQi Pray gonna take us out. Fellas, another phenomenal episode, another classic in the books. I will
Case
see
dismissed.
y'all next week. No,
Case
sir.
dismissed.
No, sir.
Goldstein gonna meet you out front. Don't worry.
Shout out to Goldstein in the building. Shout out to Goldstein. Shout out to Sonny Johnson. Shout out to the number 2 pressers in Hotepistan.
It's ridiculous. Bye, niggas.
Rolling through the sand like a thought in disguise. The scarab spins truth where the cosmos collide.